what up, Twitch world? We are live today with the Secondhand chat show. As you can see, Serenity is first. But yeah, I've got a couple. Don't worry, because you were first in the chat, but about 10 minutes before we went live. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Just a couple of things before we start. Please don't use any of the sound redeems because they don't work on this channel, and Twitch does not let you redeem sounds, so it's just a waste of channel points. Refund sounds, you know what I mean, words. Secondly, because I will be talking to our lovely guests, who I will introduce shortly, I will be responding to chat in chat rather than doing it with my voice. My guests are welcome to join in with chat if they want to, but because it's not their stream, if they want to completely ignore chat, that's perfectly fine and reasonable as well. Thirdly, if my brain just turns off at any point today, I really apologise. I've had almost no sleep, because today is the first day of my holiday, which means it's the first day of changing my sleep schedule. So all fun.
Alright, I haven't slept yet either.
Cool. Alright.
I am now running on about, I'm at like 22 hours, let's go.
Yeah. Alright then, Glenn's more tired than me. I didn't want to make this a competition, but you know.
Oh no, I'm actually wide awake. I'm quite wide awake, surprisingly.
Cool.
I've hit that, I've passed that like point no return where you just are so restless, like, even if I wanted to sleep, that's not happening.
Cool. Right, so all I've got left to say then is, let's play the theme tune.
Hell yeah.
Everybody come on down, and everybody gather around. We're gonna hang with some friends tonight. We're gonna hang with some friends around. It will be a real good time. The company here is sublime. We're gonna hang with some friends, alright. We're gonna hang with some friends tonight. So make sure that you spread the wholesome wherever you may go. So make sure that you spread the wholesome, 'cause it's the Secondhand Chat Show.
Okay. So we have with us joining us today the always wonderful Serenity of the Moon. Serenity, how are you?
Oh, hi.
That wasn't supposed to be so scary. I just said hello.
I was gonna take a sip of water. I'm like, oh.
Right, it's good. We're 3 minutes in and the show's already falling apart. And we also have with us the always fantastic Glenn for the win. Glenn, how are you doing?
We good, we chilling. We
Yeah.
here.
So, before we get started, the other thing I have to go through is, for those who don't know, we have a cocktail redeem on this channel, where you can redeem a cocktail based on either yourself or a character from a game we're playing. I can't obviously give you guys a cocktail for free because you'd have to come and get the redeem. But what I do like to do is I take one ingredient based on each of your personalities and I combine them together to make a chat show cocktail, which is what I will be drinking tonight. I never try these until the stream starts. But what I did was obviously Glenn, being a refined old man that he is, I thought, what's a nice what's a nice sort of chilled out, like, sort of drink you could see yourself sitting in, like sipping in a rocking chair sort of thing. So you know, I've gone for some ice and just put some Baileys on ice. And then I was trying to think, like, for Serenity, she's got like the whole moon thing going on. Obviously, she's got the vampire boyfriend. Like, I was laughing about your tweet the other day about goth fruit. So I was trying to think, like, how do I really represent, like, what's the most goth drink I've got in my house? Right? And obviously, the answer to that is coffee flavored rum.
Oh, God.
So we've got, you know, Bailey's, coffee, rum. We have put in just a cheeky little bit of toffee vodka as well, and then just topped it up with milk. to make this nice, like, essentially it's like an iced coffee, but very boozy.
I don't even drink, but that looks good.
Right. And I'm obviously the the name for this drink writes itself, and this is Serenity of the Glen.
Ah, yes!
Oh my god.
No, it's really nice.
Serenity of the Glen. Oh my god.
That's so gonna be a thing from now on.
Genuinely, everyone, I recommend you make yourself Serenity of the Glen. Just so you know as well.
Too far. You're like, you're gonna have a Serenity of
Yeah. Me and Katie tried to do that. On our honeymoon, she invented a cocktail called Rum Fat Boy Rum.
Is your closed captioner on?
No, it isn't.
I just seen the thing in chat. That's why
I know.
asked.
I wasn't sure if it was what, because obviously I could do it, but it wouldn't pick you two up, and then I didn't know if I could be.
True, very true.
I suppose I should. I will do.
Okay, 1/3 of the conversation at least.
Yeah. Okay, my captions are wrong. But yeah, so we were going up to people being like, "Can we have a rum fat boy rum, please?" And they were like, "What are you talking about?" And then we were just telling people how to make it, being like. But yeah, I think that's the best.
Alright.
That's the best thing. That's how you make a cocktail real. Is you invent a cocktail, and then you start ordering it in places when obviously they won't know what it is. But then if you can tell enough different bars how to make it, then it becomes a real drink, right? That's how it works.
I mean,
Totally.
pretty much.
Mm. But yeah,
I mean, I literally have my own menu at the local frickin' restaurant, so where I used to live.
this is so good. When I was making it,
myself a drink too.
What
How I got myself a drink too.
what have you
Got a
got?
just a hard lemonade.
What makes it hard? What have you?
It's 10%. No, 5%.
It's
That's
present
it.
on the bottle.
Yeah, it's just lemonade with a little bit of alcohol in it. That's it.
But yeah, but which alcohol? What?
Oh, I don't know.
No, mysterious
It's
alcohol.
Honestly. Yeah, I don't know. I just like it. It's
Okay.
it's Mike's hard like.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah. God damn it.
And you put a comma in that. Mike's hard. Also, here's some
Mike's
lemonade.
Oh my god.
Oh. But yeah, when I was talking to Katie about what cocktail I was going to make tonight, she was like, "Also, by the way, make me one." So that's what she's gone to bed with. Okay. So yeah, she's taken Serenity of the Glen to bed.
How it should be.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. This drink is best enjoyed in bed. I can.
water.
I can. I mean, I should have water, but I had a glass of water before we started.
I'm a healthy bean. I try
Yeah.
to be at least.
I was doing really well at being healthy, and then I sort of stopped, and now I'm back to not being healthy, and I need to start
I'm
being healthy
horrible
again.
at it.
Yeah, I go through patches. Anyway, we're supposed to be starting today with some interviews, so you can get to know our lovely guests a little bit better about the things that they do and such. Serenity, we're going to start with you, if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the things you do on stream is you stream art. And I wanted to know, do you prepare differently for your art streams than you do for your gaming streams?
Yeah, basically, I use an iPad to draw,
Mhm.
and I have to connect my capture card to my iPad, which doesn't work most of the time because it's a $30 capture card.
Sure.
And I kind of just like have instead I have like a double monitor setup in a way, but one's a TV, so I tend
Yeah.
to use one monitor as well, so I don't have to set up the whole process of it. But it's not too much different. It's just gonna like connect and go, really.
Sure. I mean, like, do you mentally like prepare differently, or do you have like a different? I don't know.
No, I just wing it.
Just wing it?
To all my
Nice.
streams, because art streams tend to get more chaotic.
Yeah.
Last stream we talked about toes.
Sure.
So, you know.
Speaking of beans.
That's fine. Hey, were you drawing toes, or were you just talking about toes?
We were talking about toes. I was calling out Daya because I'm working on something for Daya, and you know, I gotta expose her because I love her.
Yeah, absolutely. Something that always really interests me when streamers use it, I guess because where I mostly console stream is something that I can't do, and I get a bit jealous. But I know you've used crowd control on streams a few times. How do you find crowd control changes your streams, or do you just try and like play normally as you can despite crowd control?
How I do crowd control when I do, I try to hide the little window so I don't see what effects are coming. But I always tend to have higher expectation for crowd control because I think like, oh, someone's gonna spawn like a really big boss, but in reality it's like, oh, here's a health potion, or take some damage. It doesn't change the game that much.
Alright.
But it does add a little spice to it. And some games are better than others for crowd control. I just haven't done it in a while, but I do want to do it with Bloodstain, which I'm playing at the moment.
Is that the vampire game you were doing the other day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looked fun. Oh man, because on a Metroidvania as well, that could, especially if it's got like teleport things, that could be really annoying.
Yeah, it's also my first Metroidvania, so that's going to be a very interesting mix.
Wow. Brave.
Yeah.
You often have friends in chat with you on the stream. Do you think this gives your streams a different vibe to when you were streaming on your own?
Like as people in like people in call with me or in chat?
Like in call.
I mean, on Fridays I kind of let whoever wants to come in, like just wants to. A lot of people have this like little pass in my server. If they just want to join, they can. But most of the time, I get the regulars like Snow, used to be Pia, Malord's always there, unless he's passed out in there sometimes. But you know, I haven't really streamed alone in a while, but I tend to try and stream horror games alone. But I don't know, it just depends on the mood, really.
Sure. But do you so would you prefer like streaming with other people?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it because you never know what someone's gonna say, especially that conversation about toys.
So I guess for you, it's like it adds an extra level of chaos. That's cool. So apologies if this is slightly outdated, because obviously I've been writing these things for the last like 2 months and stuff. But I saw you were playing Fallout 76, at least semi-recently, on stream. And I wanted to ask you, do you think in-game events change the experience of playing a game, and whether or not it makes it more or less fun?
Whenever I play Fallout 76 or like any kind of game that has events, I tend to do this cycle because I'm a very scheduled pattern heavy person. So at first when I play a game, I'll do a bunch of side quests, and then if there's like an event rotation, I'll focus on grinding that event and do literally nothing else. And then that burns me out very quickly. And I do it to myself every single time, and I never learn.
Yeah. So by the time you've done the event, you sort of don't want to play the normal game.
Yeah.
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 I can see that being a thing, especially with like the events where you have to be on it regularly and stuff. Cool. And then I want to end the interview with you by asking my super wholesome question that I'm asking everybody who's on the show this series, which is what are your goals for your channel, and how can we here at the Secondhand store help you achieve them?
Goals for my channel. I don't really have goals. I mean,
all goals for life, I suppose, but
I mean, I want to get a VTuber model.
Mm-hmm.
It's been an extreme struggle for some reason, because I waited a whole year for someone to open just for them to announce that they're not going to take commissions. And then someone else told me they're going to open up in May. It's June now.
Oh.
I don't know why. I can't get lucky for any sort of model art, like anywhere I go. I don't know, it's like a curse or something. It's kind of weird. But other than that, I want to update the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Some new like alerts, make it look fancier. Think of more interactivity stuff, but then again, it's gonna cost money that I don't got. Everything costs money, you know? So.
Yeah.
Rude.
I mean, facts though. I don't know, I suppose updating like alerts and stuff, you could probably find noises and things to do it with for free, but...
I got a couple things, but it's still gonna take a while to get like the whole like general like subscriber follower thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I guess as far as things people can do to help you out is like extra ideas for interactivity is one thing you mentioned.
I mean, yeah, if you have an idea, shoot it my way, honestly.
Okay, so
most
if
sorry.
sorry, I was just gonna say if people should go and check out Serenity streams, obviously, and if you ever have any ideas for how they can be more attractive, please tell her. Or if you want to make her a VTuber model, if you're somebody who can do that, let her know.
Something that's not expensive. I don't have thousands to spare, I'm sorry.
Do they really cost thousands?
Oh god.
There are some people that want $2,000 just for the art. Not even
yeah.
Wow.
I did get a like stylized model for more older games. It's not rigged, but I have the art for it. That was $800, and it took me months to pay off.
Wow.
Malord is also getting a model done, and it was almost going to be $2,000, but we took some things off to cut it down extremely. So it's expensive and it sucks.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
The model that's not rigged, is it ready to be rigged though?
Yes.
I mean, you could probably talk to Silva about that.
I mean, maybe. I've been trying to ask Pia, but I haven't gotten a response, and I've been looking around, so I mean,
I was
maybe.
going to say, I don't know if, because now Silver's back at school, I don't know if they're still doing it, but I know her and Migi were trying to run a business together of like Migi doing the art and Silver rigging it.
I mean, there is quite a wait list, but they are still doing it, as far as I know. I mean, I might have just slid myself in and managed to get a spot, but pretty sure they're still taking requests. It just might be a while.
I mean, I already have like a long-term commission with them because I'm trying to get that game show up and running, and it took me about 4 months to think of a title for the game show, so I hope they saw the message, because I don't even know.
That's very exciting that you're doing a game show.
God, it's so much goddamn work. I need a team. I need something.
Hi, I like game shows. I'm more in what I want to be involved. Let's do this.
I mean, hey, if you want.
Yeah. Even if you just want me to be a contestant, I'll do your pilot episode.
I already got contestants for that.
Alright then.
But in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be really fun. I love game shows.
Noted.
Cool. So, let's move on to Glenn.
It's me.
That is you. Hi, Glenn.
Hello.
As an RPG streamer, do you find you have different experiences to like variety streamers?
I mean, I tend to focus more on RPGs, yes, but I've always thought of myself as kind of a variety streamer because, I mean, it depends on the mood I'm in. Because there are some games that I play that aren't RPGs. Like, I mean, I know, I don't know. Would you consider GTA 5 an RPG technically?
I mean, not really. It's more of like a sandbox sort of.
Yeah,
thing.
I'm about to say because I know I've had Red Dead Redemption, GTA 5 on my channel, but I do tend to lean harder into the JRPGs. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that there's that much of a difference.
No.
At the end of the day, we're all just playing what we enjoy, doing what makes us happy. At least I hope we are. I know I am.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're happy and you're enjoying yourself. Because I know you've been doing both sort of recently, do you have a preference over like old school style RPGs or like newer ones? For example, like turn-based combat or like free action or any other sort of...
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, shiny make my head go vroom. So like, especially with like Euden Chronicle 100 Heroes, it is more so towards the old school style. But oh my god, the freaking art style with some of the skills and everything, they are so flashy and bright and shiny, and my brain goes vroom. Yeah.
So, what you want is like an old school style game with new school graphics.
Honestly, it is something I've stuck with.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So the
I'm
fact
all about the story. I don't care about how it looks. I don't really care what kind of combat system it has. If it has a good story, I am stuck in right away.
Okay.
One of those is definitely Horizon Forbidden West lately. I really want to play that more, but I've been trying to get caught up on Final Fantasy 14 because Dawn Trail comes out in like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 2 weeks. Oh fuck, I gotta get caught up.
Hey, just on a semi-related thing, I've literally just installed today, ready to start playing on my time off work, Final Fantasy 16.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I just finished Jedi Survivor, this was just being my off-stream game, so I was like, right, next, Final Fantasy 16, let's go.
I'm ready for it to come to PC. I really am.
So actually, sorry, I shouldn't have interjected there with my own little story, because that would have been a really good segue into the next question if I'd been paying attention. But as the RPGs you play tend to have long and in-depth stories, how do you balance playing different RPGs at the same time? And
you really don't.
Yeah, and I was going to say, do you worry about like people who are watching your streams like missing things, or?
I've found I've been getting burnt out myself, so I just kind of foregone the schedule and said screw it, and pretty much we are just going to play what we feel like. Except for Fridays. Fridays is still our RPG day, but I mean it could be any one of the mini RPGs. Like this last Friday was Persona 5 Royal.
Yep.
And then the weekend before that it was Sea of Stars. The weekend before that I think it was Horizon Forbidden West. It all just depends on what I'm in the mood for.
That's fair. And then to ask you something that isn't about RPGs, one of the things I know you always focus on is supporting and hyping up small streamers. And I wanted to know what made you want to make this an important part of your streaming ethos.
Well, that falls back to when I got hurt, when I was doing construction and all that. Let's see. Pretty much I was like, well, I'm bored. I got nothing to do for the next 3 months, so I just started binging the Yakuza games.
Yep.
And then I got really burnt out on playing video games, but I still wanted to take in the content and everything. Like the game content in general, but I was like, I don't have the mental capacity to do this right now. So I was like, everybody always talks about Twitch. I ended up on Twitch. I found a guy called, what the hell was his name? Shoot. Lydian Wind.
Yeah.
Through him, I ended up finding Valdissimo. And, I don't know. Small streamer, really welcoming community. Wacky as can fucking be. I'm not even joking. Sadly, he does not stream anymore, but then through him, I found Jay, and then through him, I found another streamer who we won't talk about, and then I found Prez, and then next thing you know, I'm here. I'm like, maybe I can do for them what all these small streamers did for me.
That's cool. So it's all about like helping people find their beginnings and stuff.
I mean, that and just keeping one's sanity in a really rough time. Because you know me, I'm not really one to be cooped up. As much of an introvert as I am, I do not like being stuck inside.
That's fair enough. That's quite unusual for an introvert as well. Most people like being stuck inside.
It's more so the sit still aspect. I gotta be active. I gotta be moving. I gotta be doing something always.
That's fair. So then, finally, to ask you the big super wholesome question, what are your goals for your channel and how can we help you achieve them?
Well, as I mentioned, Silva and Miggy, they are working on a VTuber model. With that will become, with all that, it will come a complete rebranding. It'll still be the same name, but, you know, new overlays, new redeems, new emotes, new model, obviously. Pretty much gonna do a complete overhaul of the channel. Not sure when that's gonna happen. Like you mentioned, Silva's busy with work and then school and everything, and not to mention all the other models and everything, but yeah, there's that. I just keep growing, keep hanging out with friends, keep having fun. Finally finish some of these damn games that I've had on my backlog for years.
So is there anything that you want? Is there anything that we can help you with? Anything that we
just keep showing up and hanging out, enjoying yourselves. That's really all I can ask.
Yeah, just go and hang out with Glenn, people. Just sometimes, just go and hang out with Glenn. That is the thing. Since you've been on like night shifts, I very rarely be able to catch your streams now, and it's very annoying. And I'm like, I want to hang out with Glenn more.
Right. And then you have the people that are actually there, like, if I were to change shifts, they'd be like, what the hell, now I can't do it.
Right, I know.
Because Jurassic's always there, so is Dave's usually there for a little bit, Reaper every now and then before he goes to work.
I know, it's one of the things. So I had an interview a couple of weeks ago, and they were supposed to let me know last week whether I got the job or not, and they still haven't, and it's very annoying. But that's the thing, if I get this job, I won't be on night shifts anymore, and it's going to completely change everything. Like, I've been nocturnal for the last 5 years. If I suddenly am not on night shifts, my life is going to change so dramatically. It's a huge thing.
I don't know what I'm going to do in 2 years when we move.
Yeah. It'd be crazy. But yeah, so there you go. That's how you can help out these wonderful people. Just go and hang out with them and be helpful, be supportive, because both of them are great. Do that. And hopefully you'll see both of them with shiny new VTuber models soon.
Yeah, one can hope.
Well, you've been waiting 2 years.
Right, so we'll move on to the next part of our show. This is the Spread the Wholesome section, where I've asked my guests to bring along a streamer that they want to shout out, someone else for you to go and meet, someone who means something to them, someone who's important. So as we did Serenity's interview first, Glenn, do you want to go first and shout out your person?
I gotta give this one to Day. She's always been just a real good friend, real supportive.
XA Day.
Always there to give me shit and keep me in line.
I think, isn't it? XA Daemonic?
I think
Yeah.
so.
XADAEMON.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
See? Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, no, they've always been a real good friend. They're actually the reason why I have my capture card. Between Tony, I think it was CK also, Prez, I think they had like covered about $40 to $50 on it, and then she just dropped like $100 on it right away. I'm like, wait, what?
Wow.
That girl made me cry on stream. Like, what the hell, man?
No, that's a really nice thing to do. Day is lovely, but she keeps complaining that I killed her twice.
Did you though?
Well, actually, I don't think she knows about the second one.
Oh no.
So when I was doing my Pokemon Nuzlocke, I was just naming Pokemon after chat, and I had Day was my Butterfree, and then it died, and then she kept every time she saw me, she complained that I killed her. And then when I started doing my soul lock with Tony, I just sort of said to him, I was like, oh, by the way, if I get another like Catsby, I have to call it Day, just because of the last one. So I had Day 2, and then Day 2 died recently as well, and we were like,
Damn.
but I don't think she knows that Day 2 has died, so I mean, don't tell her.
Somebody clip that.
Yeah. Hey, it is almost the end of June, which means you don't have long to get into this clip contest, so we do have the clip contest on this channel. Anytime you make a clip, you automatically get entered. And at the end of every quarter, all my mods vote on what is their favourite clip, and whoever wins the best clip, they get a month's free sub on me. So, you know, always worth making good clips when you hang out here. Even if it's me telling you that I killed Day. Twice. Cool. Serenity, who would you like to shout out?
I think it's no surprise that it's gonna be Keon.
Yeah. But he's really cool.
Yeah.
And he's in chat, so I know how to spell his name. But tell us some of the great things about Keon.
Well, I mean, I don't know what not to say, honestly. But I mean, Keon's kind of like the reason that kind of put my foot in the door with streaming, because I did used to stream like, yeah, there he goes yelling at me, like ye old years ago when Until Dawn came out, originally on the PlayStation. I did stream for a little bit, and then I stopped, and then I came back like the beginning of 2022, and he's like, why don't you do it? And I'm like, I don't know, because I don't know anybody. But he kind of did that extra push.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, it's so much fun, I should try it. And then I gave him that push he gave me.
That's nice. And it's always
He's also just an Lord, too.
Yeah.
And then they lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
It's been longer than that.
Also, you know, they unlived happily ever after. Cool. So I just want to, you know, normally this is the part of the show where I would do a quick ad break for something that's important to what's going on my channel, but I've just actually ended up talking about the clips contest anyway, and I sort of wanted to forego this first ad break anyway, just to kind of say, obviously we should have had Rachel, who goes by the name of Min Kitten, with us tonight, but unfortunately due to some personal issues, she has had to last minute cancel. So I just wanted to sort of give her a quick shout out and just say that she's really cool, does very cozy streams, and if people want to go and check her out, they should do, and you know, send her some good vibes for the fact that she's having a hard time at the moment, and you know, it's always nice to support people when things are a bit rough. So I just wanted to take a minute just to say that she's really cool. It's a shame she couldn't be here tonight, and I hope you'll all join me in sending some good vibes her way. Right.
Oh, I already saw them.
Hey, that's cool. What a cheeky little surprise. Yeah. So now we sort of move on to like the main bulk of the show, I guess, where we're just gonna have a chat and chill out and just have a good time.
Is it gonna be a second-hand chat?
Yeah, on a show. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, my show was gonna be a first-hand chat.
No, it's actually so it's all second-hand. I don't know if you realise this, but I'm actually not real. I'm just a big puppet, and there's a little person down here ventriloquising me just off screen. Is ventriloquising a word?
Lyra's a puppeteer. I knew it.
We do all dance to her.
I was gonna say his wife always has a hand up his ass, so it makes sense.
I mean, I would be so
Damn.
lucky. So, other than what's up my ass, is there anything that you guys want to talk about?
Oh shit.
I mean, I'm kind of interested in that. I don't know. I don't want to change topics.
I kind of want to know more now.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, I don't think there's anything up there at the moment. I can have a rummage if you want.
Are we sure there's not toes up there?
God damn it.
No toes. I've got cool Deadpool socks on though.
Oh, hell yeah.
I have mismatched socks on because I never have matched socks for some reason.
I got no socks.
I was like, it's my first day off work, so I'm going to put on big fuzzy socks.
So she can see her toes.
No, I got soggy socks again today. I don't know what to do.
Put them in the dryer.
You have wet socks. Were you out? Have you been out in the water?
Yeah, I had to get groceries, and it started pouring rain and thunderstorms, and I waited 20 minutes. I'm like, maybe it'll pass. It didn't.
No, that's a bummer.
And it flooded too. So like my car, like the tire, like the water was halfway up the tires. There was a lot of water.
That's the benefit of a steam deck. Just sit there and wait it out.
But yeah.
Do you have something like cozy slippers you could get?
I don't have slippers.
Oh,
I have Digimon slippers because my lady is amazing.
that is very cool. Now thinking about it, we need to go to like Serenty's like throne and just donate slippers.
I don't need slippers. I don't like slippers too much, to be honest.
Big
it
back
feels weird
slippers.
wearing shoes inside.
But they're not like real shoes.
Well, yeah, but it still feels weird to me.
Alright then.
So what I'm hearing is we need to buy Mooney more socks.
I mean, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, like my socks, like big fuzzy like socks. So they're like slipper socks.
Maybe not leg socks. Maybe like ankle socks.
Oh. So you don't like big fuzzy? Maybe that's it. You just don't like having warm feet.
No, it's I have really big thighs, so socks don't really go one-on-one with me.
Okay.
I know that feeling. It is a struggle.
You fix too, Glenn?
Oh yeah. And my lady loves it.
Because I remember buying like, a pair of extra large thigh highs maybe like 3 years back, and they didn't fit. So I didn't know what to do. I had to try
You gotta
and
get
sew
those
them.
ones that go about halfway up the calf.
No, I don't like those.
But like normal socks would only go up to your ankle. Like you.
Well, yeah, that's what I usually wear, but I don't usually wear socks at home anymore.
Alright then. I mean that's fair.
It's
Like
60 degrees in this house. I have to wear socks.
Oh, that sounds nice. It's like 75 right now for me.
Too damn cold.
Sounds like it's a great time. Oh,
Sounds like a high electricity bill is what it sounds like.
true.
sorry, I'm just converting both those temperatures. I would rather have 75 than 60. Looking at both those temperatures, I think.
It's just so hot. I don't like the heat. I like being cold.
Glenn has appeared.
Cat.
Kitty.
Really likes that deer.
Dude, he really does. He's been curled up against that deer for like the last hour. It's
It's
ridiculous.
cute.
You have a deer in your bed. It's like
Yeah, why do you have?
I was gonna say it's like you're in some sort of Canadian Godfather.
It's technically a futon, which is technically just a cat's bed. They are the only ones that way. I think. No, my mother might be moving soon, so she was going through stuff that one of my dad's, since he passed away, and that was one of his trophy. That was his only trophy head, actually.
Was he a big hunter?
Oh yeah, my family lives for that shit.
That's cool.
Do you cuddle up with the deer too? You would
No,
see?
no.
Okay, well, I mean that's disappointing.
Notice the bamboo pillow top, cover that I literally got 4 of these spoiled ass cats. Like, I'm not joking. These cats are spoiled rotten.
Well, they're your cats. It's only your fault they're spoiled.
True.
Half my fault. The other half's bones.
Also true.
I totally don't spend $200 a month just on food.
As long as you spend more on your own food, it's okay.
No, it's about what I spent on mine, actually.
Alright.
They only get the finest wet cat food. Mind you, there's also 4 of them, though, so...
Wait, do you mean $200 a month on cat food or food for you?
Both.
Huh?
Yeah.
Maybe spend like $50 a month for Cosmeo. What kind of what? Huh?
Weruva wet cat food. You gotta remember, I'm feeding 4 cats, not just the one.
Oh, okay. I don't know how many cats you have.
Yeah, we're feeding 4 cats, and they're all like 10 plus pounds, and you're supposed to technically you're supposed to feed them a ounce per pound that they weigh. But we're also trying to get their weight under control, so we're actually feeding them a little less. So they get like 6 ounces of wet cat food and then a little bit of kibble.
6 ounces? Oh my god.
What, is that a lot?
That's a lot.
Not really.
Do you do that like once a day or twice a day total? Oh, he moving. Look at the pants!
Those are fun pants.
Do you see how big this cat is?
Oh, chubby.
That cat didn't move when you picked it up. That cat stayed in exactly the same position.
He's a little chubby, little chunker.
He doesn't care. He's like, oh, human contact, fine.
It's a cute cat.
Let me see if I can find the other one.
He moving. He chunking.
Yeah, well, he's chasing you. Glenn, watch out.
He's coming for you.
It's gonna get you. He's like 6 ounces isn't enough. I'm gonna eat me some human.
6 ounces of bite powder.
No, I'm gonna chomp you. But no, speaking of like spending crazy amounts on pet food, I don't think she has any dogs anymore. But Katie's great aunt, I think she is.
I'm the other one.
She used to have 5 dogs, and they all used to eat like steak for every meal. Like, like they had a better diet than most humans, and it was like proper like butcher's steak. Like,
as you can see, we don't have small cats.
Aw. That cat's not as chunky.
no, that's definitely a less chunky
he's
cat.
the second biggest one.
Was the white one the biggest?
Yeah.
Do you ever like line them up in size? Be like, this is my chunky cat. This is my less chunky cat. This is my normal cat. And this is my tiny cat.
To figure out how much to feed them, because we were trying to get an idea of like how much they weighed, so how much to feed them and everything. Turns out the 3 other cats are 10 pounds. Bullseye is 15. He is very much overweight.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, and the small blind one that we got, yeah, no. She literally just walks around with a big old belly hanging out. She's scarred. She is also the other reason why we switched to wet food, so we get her weight under control also, because, like, yeah, no, it just ain't working. We were spending so much on dry cat food just because that one eats so damn much. It's not even funny. And hi. They're like, I've had enough of your shit. I'm gonna hide out in the living room.
Yeah. You were showing me off on the internet and telling everyone I was fat.
I mean, he is.
I'm not putting up with this. I'm going away.
Pretty much. Don't worry, he'll be back in here in like the next 10 minutes, I bet. Or he'll pass out where he's laying.
That's it. He's not sleeping. He's passing out. Look at him. It's just his heart struggling.
Rob. Dude, you can't even like hold him like upside down because he literally starts struggling to breathe. I'm like, okay, we gotta get this under control.
Wait. Why are you holding your cats upside down anyway?
Well, like you see with a black cat, where they like crab like a baby. Not like upside down with their head towards the floor, like on their back.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, no. I might break his legs. Oh, look at that. Not even 5 minutes later, he's already up my ass again.
Right, well now we know what's up Glenn's ass.
I was about to say, we don't know what up CK's ass, but I got a cat up mine apparently.
There's nothing up my ass.
Not yet.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I mean, I'm up for suggestions, I suppose.
I'm shocked to see like Glenn's cats how they are. I'm like, Cosmea is so different. That's crazy.
What do you mean?
Cosmea does not like being picked up, and she doesn't. If I for Cosmea, I give her 3 little things of wet food every day, and I have a hard food bowl always out. So she kind of just eats when she wants to eat, and she never overeats. Which is it's odd to me, but like, huh?
Yeah, that's how Katie's parents do their cats. I mean, I think they do wet things twice a day, but they have like dry food all the time.
Yeah, you know why your cat's not affectionate? Because it isn't disabled.
It doesn't need you to feed it.
No, I'm not joking. Like, I swear, every disabled cat I've ever seen, they are the most lovey-dovey, affectionate cats I've ever come across in my life.
Cosmea is affectionate.
Well, you said she doesn't like being picked up or anything like that, though.
Well, she doesn't like being picked up, but she likes laying on top of me and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, these cats will literally just let you pick them up and fling them around. Like, not fling them around, but like, you know.
He said it.
Yep, I'm just flinging them across the dam.
Cosmea does this thing where she knows it's bedtime, so she'll sit next to me at my desk and meow at me and stare at me until I go to bed with her. It's like a nightly routine.
Cat's just like...
See, if I'm in my... Oh, what was that?
The cat's just sitting there and like, hey babe, let's go to bed.
Basically.
Pretty much. Oh, if I'm in the game room or like out in the living room on the couch, literally he's right there. He's either trying to get up to my lap when I'm in the game room, or he's literally on top of me on the couch while I'm watching TV. I'm like, really, dude? He's my little love bug though. Wherever the hell. Oh, there he is. I'm like, where the hell did he go? Like, you gotta spin around the other way.
I don't have pets. I don't have to deal with this.
True. Sometimes I wish I didn't have Cosmea, but oh my god.
You got cat regret.
I literally got injured for like this entire week because of Cosmea.
Why is that?
So, okay, funny story, right? Okay, so Tuesday morning before I had to get up for work, Cosmea was like, oh man, what a great time to have zoomies every single hour. And she would take her cardboard and just like throw it across the floor basically and run around and make noise. So every single hour I got jolted awake and it cramped my leg. Every single hour, and I had to get up for work the next day. It was just, oh god, I regret owning a cat that night. That was the worst experience I've had in such a long time.
I'll be back in 1 sec.
Oh, it
Ryan, let's
probably
find a
took like 5
certain
days.
picture. I can't find it. Hold on, is that
What'd
it?
you get?
What?
What'd you grab?
Medicine.
Ah.
Nothing exciting.
Oh, well, I mean...
Okay,
kind of
so
exciting.
I posted a picture in the voice call chat. Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's a puddle.
That is literally this cat anytime I'm sitting on the couch.
That's a puddle.
For the
That's
people
not
at
a
home,
cat.
here is that is the flat cat.
It really is.
You can just have
That
a
is
cat
awful.
picture while I sort my injection out. It's good. It means that people don't have to watch me do an injection because I know some people get squeamish about that. We can
There's
just
also a video there if you want to watch.
sure. Let's do cat video.
Like, this cat is ridiculous.
Are you comfy?
Wait. Here you go. Cat video.
You look comfy. What you doing?
Cat.
He wants to help you with the laundry.
Yeah.
He's literally just laying there.
He's like, hello, I am laundry. Wash me, please.
Wash me.
Seriously, this cat is the best though, I swear. You gotta stay around for at least another 25 years, okay?
25 years.
He's only like... So, how old do you think that cat is?
Are you measuring in pounds or?
Or how old is he?
He's about 5, but with the heart of a 60-year-old.
Damn!
I'd take a shot in the dark, maybe like 7, 8.
He's only 3. And he has the energy level of a freaking 3-year-old too. Like, he... Literally, you'll be sitting in the living room, you just see him chasing one of the other cats right through the damn house. Back and forth. And then he body slams him. Oh my god, I feel bad for the other cats. Do you realize how big he is? He literally, like, shoulder tackles the other cats. It's not even...
So he causes earthquakes. Got it.
Yeah, Snorlax shoes body slam.
I have a video somewhere. So... the damn cats will be, like... end to end, but the opposite way. And literally, you just see them... like... kangaroo kicking each other in the freaking head. It's not even... It's
I think
ridiculous.
you've just got aggressive cats.
You know, since I switched them to only wet food, they have definitely gotten a lot more feral. I will say that. It's almost like it unlocked a wild side to them. I'm like, I'm not even joking.
So how we get real mean now? We're back to being
pretty much.
animals.
Well, I mean, they always got like a little bit of like tuna in the morning from Walmart, but like, no, they're getting like real meat now.
Yeah.
Aww.
I was
She
just
has
gonna.
such wild eyes.
Oh,
Wait,
Cosme's a menace.
is she cockeyed?
No, she's just being a little googling on the floor.
Oh, I'm about to say the one eye looks like it's a little bit more off to the side than the other.
I'm just gonna find you a picture of the pets that I used to have.
I mean, Bullseye's literally missing an eye, so...
Ouch. Have you checked behind the
you
sofa?
wouldn't think it as active as he is. Is that a horse?
Cosme can transform.
Have you been riding your cat around?
Maybe.
Possibly.
I suppose for you though,
There's
it's
a chance.
like, is it less of a pet and more of a familiar?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Well, that's a pretty cute picture.
Which one? Part T-Rex or the normal one?
Oh, no, sorry, the one I was about to send.
Oh,
I haven't seen your one yet. That is a blurry T-Rex. Oh, the normal one is a cute little cat. Sorry, well, I'll show you from Serenity's cat. Like I say, I was finding pictures of my old pets. Here we go, this has just
I'm
become...
gonna get chinchilla.
Here we go, here's Serenity's cat.
What's that?
You have a very floofy cat. It's got a very floofy butt.
Yeah.
This is Serenity's cat, pretending it's a T-Rex.
I will chomp you, human.
Here's Serenity's cat, roaring like T-Rex.
What was that cat doing when you took this picture?
Yawning, right?
Yawning.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was yawning. I have so many yawning pictures of her.
This is my old boy Adam that I used to have. He's all fuzzy. I mean, he's not now.
What? Him's true. I can't tell.
He's
what
not.
he
He
is.
was a daegu, but it is a him.
That's a daegu.
It's like in between a rat and a chinchilla.
Huh. Okay.
Cosmea Rex.
I've always
Yeah.
wanted a chinchilla.
But yeah, we used to have 2 daegu. We had Lawrence and Adam. They're
But
cute
what's the
little
next
fuzzy
pet?
boys. Lyra.
Okay, what's the next pet beyond that?
I don't know.
Lyra too.
No, that's not happening.
It's alright, my parents had me and they're like, nope, that's enough. Fuck that.
Well, like we talked about having 2 kids originally. There's a few reasons. I mean, like the birthing experience for Lyra was not good. You know. I mean, I know there's, you know, we could just opt to have a cesarean straight away or whatever, but it wasn't a great time. So there's that. There's the fact that Lyra is a really well-behaved kid. We will not have another kid as good as her. That isn't how life works.
You don't know that though.
No, that just isn't. As the second child, I know that isn't how that works.
My cousin has 4 of them, and they are all very well-behaved kids. Mind you, both of their parents are teachers though, so that might have something to do with it.
I'm also the second child, so I can confirm the second one gets worse.
Yeah, it's definitely less
Are you
well
saying
behaved.
you were a bad kid, Mooney?
No, but I did a lot of unhinged things.
I wouldn't necessarily say I was a bad kid, but I was definitely a worse kid than my brother.
I stayed out of jail and I didn't have no kids out of wedlock or do drugs. My parents say I'm a success just because of that.
Yeah, to be fair, I've never done drugs and I've never been to jail, so
Damn.
I'll check out
I
some.
was just smart enough not to get caught. I mean, what?
What?
I didn't admit to nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess compared to, I think for my parents, I was more of a terror as like a small child. Like as a teenager, I was quite boring. Like my dad kept being like, "Why don't you go out drinking or something?" It's just like, he was just like, "Just stop staying in, playing board games. You should be out doing stuff."
You want to see something cool I got when I was in California?
Sure. Can't see it. Well,
Umbreon.
It's an Umbreon.
that is an Umbreon. I like Umbreon.
Cute little Umbreon. So, so Prez and Bones are actually responsible for this one. It is a limited edition 4th gear Monkey D. Luffy. Prez got the same one, I'm pretty sure.
Wow. That's a big statue.
It
It has a lot going on.
really does. But yeah, that's like... oh my god, I should be mad at them for it because that thing was not cheap.
No, I don't imagine
But
it
it
was.
was worth it. I mean, it honestly wasn't that bad. It was like $75, something like that. But they
Right.
usually go for about 150, give or take.
Trying to think what cool statues I've got. I've got.
I can't share any of mine because they're all very lewd.
Are they against TOS?
Oh yeah, like full on like chest out and everything.
Oh lord.
Yeah, there was a creator on TikTok and they were selling these really cheap acrylics, and they were selling them really cheap because there was a couple like flaws, like the image was blurry and a couple of them were chipped, and then it's one of them gone. And I'm like, I'll buy a couple. So I have 2 extremely lewd ones, and then I have one from a dead show, another one from a dead show, and I think one from a show that ended. So
Wait,
it's
a
very
dead show.
serious.
What is a dead show?
Ruby, I would consider a dead show.
Ruby's
Rooster
still
Teeth.
going technically.
Well, Rooster Teeth closed though, so they
Yes.
can't do the show anymore.
No, they said
Wait,
that
Rooster
they
Teeth
said
closed.
yeah, earlier in the year. But they said they were going to find a way to make Ruby still happen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I got my own opinions on Rooster Teeth.
But I have like one of the original Cinder statues, like the ones you connect in a circle.
I can't see it at the moment. I don't know where it's gone, but I have a ruby rose somewhere.
Hmm.
I mean, I did just get down.
I don't know. That show died with Monty Oon, as far as I'm concerned.
It definitely got
Yeah.
worse when he died,
Mm-hmm.
which was a shame. But I've got a cool Scorpion.
Ooh, Scorpion.
Yeah, that actually came free with the Blu-ray for the Scorpion movie.
Oh, yeah, I can take a picture of this dragon statue with the knife if you want. Maybe.
Speaking of something cool, that is kind of a blast from the past. I found this the other day. My original The World Ends With You copy. I
Oh
have no
shit!
clue where the damn cartridge is, though.
Oh my god, I haven't seen one of those boxes in forever.
I have no clue where the cartridge is, though. Oh, wait, never mind. It's in here. Ah, I still got it.
You didn't even open it to look for the cartridge.
I swore the last time that I looked in here, the cartridge wasn't in there. But yeah, no, that is like my mint condition World Ends With You. That is like when it first came out. That game will always hold a place in my heart. That's actually what my model's gonna be being based off of, like that art style.
You still gonna be bald?
Yeah, kinda, sorta, not really.
Bald puggle? Egg?
Y'all will see. Y'all will see.
Egg.
Not gonna spoil things.
Oh, look at that. Look at that cobweb on that. Holy shit.
It's been on my cupboard for a while.
I can tell.
All right, but it's still cool.
Yeah. I have a cinder one.
I've broken it.
I think that's maybe the
I'm
coolest
still
thing I
mad
might
about what
have.
they did with it.
That's just
there was definitely a lot more life in the fighting scenes before he passed, I feel like.
Yeah. I think I stopped watching around season or volume 5.
Yeah, it was
Maybe?
somewhere around there that I watched it. I stopped.
Okay, that's a cool dragon.
Yeah. It has a knife in it that you can take out, but the knife is dulled. There was like
didn't hear
a
that.
matching there was a matching statue, but I couldn't afford it at the time.
He's just
And
a
it's been years
silly
since I
little
went
guy.
back, so it might be gone. But I have 2 full bookshelves of just like books and
That is a cool
figures
dragon.
and
To be fair,
etc.
that's a very
stuff.
cool knife.
Right?
Yeah, I like it a lot. The wing on like next to the dragon's neck is the handle.
That's very cool.
Turn this
I have
off
like
in case
a-
Ramley walks in.
I got like a shelf for every theme thing I like. Like where the dragon is my Skyrim shelf, and then I have 2 marble shelves, like a witchcraft, a horror shelf.
Wait, we
2
have a
evening
Skyrim
shelves.
shelf?
I do, yeah. I have all the.
We haven't had crowd control Skyrim?
Look, it's been a rough couple 2 months for me. I do have a dragon egg I made myself, along with all the Skyrim gods, like a Talos shrine and like Dibella.
Did not know you were such an Elder Scrolls fan, Mooney.
I have been waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 for like 5 years since they put the trailer, and every Summer Game Fest I get disappointed, but I keep
Really?
waiting.
Mooney,
I'm calm.
just keep in mind what Starfield was. I would not get my hopes
I was
up
going to
for
say, Elder
I'm just
Scrolls
hoping.
6 will be like most Bethesda games, where it will be a really cool world that they've made very badly.
I honestly don't think it's gonna be a good game.
No,
I think
I don't-
Bethesda had their time. I think they just
I don't think any Bethesda games are good games, because I think Bethesda make really cool worlds, but they execute them badly. It's just like, here's a really good idea we had that we couldn't be bothered to
Oblivion
make.
and Skyrim were good games though. Morrowind was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I just don't think they have that magic. Like
Sky-
they just got
but even
lazy.
Skyrim was like really broken. It took it like
Well, true, but like
Fun.
Starfield wasn't even really broken. like for the most part, everything worked. It was just a really badly made game, and I will die on that hill because there are many people out there that will agree with me.
I think the thing is, yeah, it's just Bethesda are just they just go, oh yeah, we'll just get our fans to mod everything and fix it for us, and then we'll try and and then we'll try and sue them for making mods because they're just awful.
It became the whole like, oh, it's a Bethesda game. We know it's gonna have bugs. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And they got lazy because they're like, oh, well, they're willing to accept it anyway.
Well, yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it? It was everyone used to go, that's Bethesda, and then like The Witcher 3 came out, and everyone was like, Bethesda needs to step up their game, and then they didn't.
Wait, was Witcher 3 Bethesda?
No, it was CD. That was the point. It was CD Projekt Red. But when Witcher 3 came out, everyone was like, wow, this is a really giant world like Skyrim, except it isn't broken as shit.
On console, yes, it was a mess on PC. It is still a mess on PC.
I love The Witcher so much. I played that. Oh God, I think I have like 100 hours or something.
It does not play well on Steam Deck. I can tell you that much. Oh my God, is it bad on Steam Deck?
Like, I'm waiting for The Witcher 4 too. I'm like, oh.
Even though it's not gonna have Geralt in it.
I mean, it's still gonna be The Witcher. I won't complain to see Geralt again, honestly.
Well, I don't think he's gonna be in it. I'm pretty sure they're saying they're starting brand new now.
Well, then that I don't know then.
Well, maybe the new Witcher will be sexy too.
Okay, so what's your opinion on the new season of The Witcher then?
I haven't watched it, but I did hear that like the original Witcher. I heard like the first season or something was decent or kind of okay, and then they wanted to go off script or something of the lore. And the actor didn't want to be a part of it, and he left.
So second season is where it started to like drift a little bit more from like the canon events and like the actual like source material. And that's pretty much when Henry Cavill was like, well, I'm already signed into this contract. I'm stuck doing the season 2, but I'm not returning for season 3. He was like, yeah, no, I'm pissed. I'm done. And I mean, you know, respect to him. I've always liked Henry Cavill. Like, you know, he's a nerd. He wanted that role because he loved the Witcher series. That's never been like a secret.
I really tried to get into The Witcher 3. It was one of those things. So it's just like I really think it's a very cool world that they made. I just didn't get on with the gameplay, and then I kept meaning to watch the TV show because I was like, I'd like to get into it, like in some way. But then I didn't.
They have audiobooks.
Yeah, I think well, like I say, I went to watch the show. I think it was a lot of things. I find it very difficult. If I'm like, hey Katie, do you want to watch something? I find it very difficult to get her to sit down and watch a show. So when we said we were going to watch it together, I think we only ever ended up watching the first episode. Because I don't often watch shows on my own because I'd rather just play a game.
True.
But The Witcher 3 does have a bit of a slow start, but after that, when you get through all the tutorials and get actually released into the world properly, it's honestly, I think it's probably one of my most favorite like open world kind of RPG things because it's just I've never seen a game do some things they did, along with the romance of a lot of characters. But you know, it's still really good mechanically.
I just seen what Disney said about the wear on his DS. Dude, my screen was so scratched up just from fucking Worlds with You, man. Because like everything, all the combat on that game had to do with using your stylus.
The my DS screen got fucked up by Guitar Hero DS.
Oh god, I remember that.
I did it. It was bad.
My original DS won't turn on.
It was one of those systems where like you like tap for like certain attacks, or then like you like literally scratch back and forth on the screen constantly. Oh my god, it was. They should have made screen protectors for that. They really should have.
Well, they did.
Oh well, I was a poor little country boy out in the middle of freaking nowhere. I didn't know about shit like that. We didn't even have the internet till I was like 17.
Saran wrap works just the same.
You ain't gonna be able to see what you're doing, man. Especially on like a really bright, vibrant game like that.
What color saran wrap you using? Because all I know is clear.
It's still gonna mess with picture quality though. Like it's like comparing GTA 5 to like Genshin Impact. Like, oh, dude. Like, World Ends With You was that art style before Genshin Impact and all that became a thing. It was, such a beautiful world, such a beautiful game. We need more of that.
Basically, what I'm hearing is Glenn's like, we need more anime titties.
There's no fan service in that game, though. That's the thing. There really ain't.
But it's the waifu collector. That's what it was That's what it was famous for.
Genshin Impact you're talking about. I'm talking about World Ends With You, though.
No.
I mean, honestly, Genshin Impact, though, Honkai Star Rail, most of the clothing is pretty modest, though.
Yeah, I know. It isn't that bad.
We need more titties.
Trying to do a funny.
Trying to see if I can find where my current PC background is.
Right, how can you not find your current PC background? Surely it's just there.
I'm trying to find it on Google because I don't want to dig through my files to find it.
My current background is a looped video of me and my lord, our like final moments finishing the Destiny 2 story that just came out.
That's
They
cool.
did a very like nice calm thing where you're sitting on like the helm, what it's called, like a big ship in orbit, just looking at the big traveler that's like the big center of the whole story, and
What
just
they did to my
relaxing
boy.
after the call, like the horrific and chaotic 10-year story, just sitting there and taking it all in was such a nice thing. So I recorded it, put it as my wallpaper.
That's cute.
What they did to my boy, it ain't right.
My desktop background, I mean I can show you, I think, if I click on wait, go to and change the, and maybe, 1 second, if I do that, Streamception, and then minimize it, does that show? Oh, I can't, wait. Don't worry, ignore me. I thought I would be able to.
Now let's see if it'll let me paste this.
It's fine, never
Okay,
mind.
so that is the World Ends With You.
Oh.
I actually love the art style.
But my desktop background is a picture of Lyra in her first ever Halloween costume that Migi drew.
Oh,
She's a witch.
Are you ready for Destiny 3?
shut the hell up! Don't
I'm
even talk to me about that.
I'm pretty sure they confirmed that they are working on Destiny 3.
I'm trying to retire from Destiny. I'm not looking for another game. I'm ready to put down my ghost and be like, alright, that's it. Did my part.
I'm free to get into Final Fantasy 14 then.
Oh, I tried playing it. I couldn't handle all the filler between like the first DLC and the second. And I was told I almost got to the second, but I was too burnt out just skipping dialogue and looking for something interesting.
Why would you
End of
skip
Destiny.
it?
I just it was so boring. It was just like
Crazy anime
no,
stuff.
go see this guy. Oh wow, go help these people to go see this guy. I couldn't take all the filler.
I'll be honest with you, that's all literally every RPG is ever. All every RPG is.
Yeah,
Go see this guy.
14 got
Find
a
the
lot better about
MacGuffin.
it after AR though.
But there was no like story to it. Like there was just nothing. It
Yeah.
felt dead and dull. I couldn't take it. I spent maybe 2 months of playing every day, only focusing on getting through the filler content, and I just couldn't get there. After 2 months of basically constant clicking, I couldn't do it.
That's fair. My thing with Final Fantasy 14 is I was wanting to give it a go because everyone was sort of talking about it. And then on the free version you can't create a party. And I was like, well, what's the point of doing this MMO where I can't play with friends?
Well, you can make a party.
No, you can't.
Pretty sure.
Not on the free version.
Not enough.
If somebody
so
who's
people
paid for it
can
can
add
invite you to a party, but if you are playing free, you cannot start a party. So me and my other friends who were also playing it for free could not have a party with each other.
You know why they do that though, right?
To make you pay for it. I do understand that.
No, that's not why.
Sure it is.
It actually was to protect us from getting spammed by gil sellers and stuff like that. Bots that literally farm gil to sell it to people. That's also why they upped it to level 5 before you could actually even send tells to people.
Okay.
And then they started finding ways around that, and so they literally just keep putting more and more restrictions in to protect us from the people making free accounts to sell gil by making bots and whatnot.
Alright, but by putting in so many restrictions, they're turning people off the game.
Yeah, but another turn off from the game is literally getting spammed by tells and party invites constantly. I've been there, I've dealt with it. No, it is aggravating as hell.
I'm just
Sit
saying.
there and get spammed by
I
that
tried.
shit.
I did try to play it at 14, and I wasn't allowed to play it with friends, and that made me sad.
I can see why. When you just gotta find one person who does pay for it though, then they can just invite everybody.
Well, yeah. I had a couple of friends who paid for it, but they had been paying for it for years, so they were like super high level. So they were like, "Hey, we could play together," and then they were like, "Oh, you can't do anything cool," and we didn't want to hang around in a low level area because what would be the point? So that was the end of that.
I mean, I saw a lot of higher level people hanging out. In
Yeah, so this
I
is
don't remember the name, but
Lamenta,
this is the thing that
or the quicksand.
This is the thing I've now heard, is everyone's like, oh, the Final Fantasy community is really good and it was really welcoming and everyone's really happy to do stuff to help out the new players. And I'm like, oh, that wasn't true of my actual friends.
Yeah, you're gonna find more welcomeness from random strangers.
Yeah.
one of the most, like, I think, wholesome interactions I've had on Final Fantasy 14. I don't know the name, but it's like this grassy area where you do all the archery stuff. So I was trying to be a bard.
Gridania.
Oh yeah, probably that. I don't remember exactly, but there was like this little bridge or walkway where this one guy just literally plays music. And I was like, I'll try to learn how to do the music. And then I was trying to do the JoJo thing, like the Giorno's theme. And I was practicing for so long, and then these two random players come up, and they just sit there, listening to me struggle with this piano thing, and I'm just like, oh god. And then eventually I got it right, and they started celebrating and left, and I'm like, oh.
So you want to know the truth behind a lot of those bards playing music?
Oh, I know. They micro macro thing?
Yeah, they just macro a lot of that from Reddit.
I mean, I still think it's kind of like interesting that people just kind of like play music in areas and hang out.
Yeah. I mean, I do think it's a very impressive game. There is a lot of very cool stuff in it that I've seen. I just don't gel well with MMOs generally. It's the sort of thing, if I had a group of friends all playing it, I'd be more inclined to do it, but it's hard to get it going off my own back.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing, Keon, though. Are you really getting scammed, though? Because, like, at the end of the day, they still have to wait, like, 3 to 4 years before that actually becomes free, though. No, technically, somewhere between 6 and 7, because, like, they're just now getting up to Stormblood, to where it's free to play, and that's quite literally 3 expansions ago. There's 2 to 3 years in between each expansion, so they have to wait, like, 6 to 7 years before they actually get access to what you had to pay for. So, I mean, it's realistically not that much of a scam.
Speaking of, so, I don't know if you've seen the new controversy with the new Life is Strange game that's coming out.
There's a controversy. It just... What happened this time? It literally just got shown at Summer Game Fest.
Yeah.
What could possibly happen?
Well, no, so
There's no Life is Strange.
yes, it's coming out in the episode 1's being released in September.
Yeah, it's like a murder mystery thing or something.
So yeah, no, I as a Life is Strange fan, very excited there's a new Life is Strange. I'm really annoyed that they have gone back to doing it, releasing it an episode at a time, Because with True Colors they released the whole game at once, which is much better and less shit. I hate episodic things. It irritates me. Well, no, I don't mean... I like the episodic format, but just release the whole game at once, rather than releasing an episode, waiting 6 months to release another episode. That annoys me. But...
Didn't have to redo the first episode because you forgot what happened.
Yeah. But they have said with this one that they are going to do, if you pay an additional $30, which is already a lot of money, you can get the first 2 episodes 2 weeks early.
What the hell?
So
That's a scam.
right, that is a scam. So I don't know how many episodes it's going to be. If it's going to be 3 like Before the Storm or 5 like the others. So I don't know how long the game is. But the fact is, you're paying and you're only getting the first 2 early. Is already not a great deal. And as everyone has sort of been rightly complaining, for a game that is like 100% story, like there's not really any sort of side quest or like filler thing, it's just a story. By giving it to some people 2 weeks early, all you're doing is just making it massive spoiler territory and like... So, yeah. Yeah, because it was released at Summer Games, the trailer at Summer Games Fest, and everyone was really happy about it. And then, like, the devs were like, "We're going to do a live stream," and then they did the live stream and showed off like the first 15 minutes of the gameplay, and then said about, "Hey, we're going to do this $30 to get the first 2 episodes early," and everyone was just like, "The fuck."
Wait,
That's kind of stupid.
Fallout 76. I thought that went free to play, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. No,
Why am I
is it?
seeing it for $40 then?
No, wait, I don't think it's free to play.
I swore it
it's
was
definitely free to
'cause
play.
The game was so
No.
garbage when it came out.
Unless it's just maybe it's just on Game Pass. I don't know. No, because my brother and one of my friends have just started playing it together because it's free.
I'm looking at it right now and it says $40 on Steam.
Don't know what to
Yeah,
tell
on
you.
Steam. On Steam, it's a bit. Yeah, it's $40 on Steam, but if you have Game Pass, you can play it right now.
Yeah, it's probably just gone to
I
Game
mean, I
Pass
have
then.
Game Pass, but what the hell?
You play on Game Pass.
Yeah, but Bethesda won't give you anything for free.
True.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
it's a limited promotion. That makes sense.
They do that. They do it from time to time, like having like free to play weekends or
Hmm.
free to play weeks to try and get their numbers up again.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is the
Just
company that's
ready
going
for once human to come out.
to. This is the company that's going to charge you $10 for horse armor.
Right. Valid point.
Hey, so a thing that I wanted to ask you guys about, because I actually didn't know it was about to happen until I got an email saying it had just happened. But have you seen the new power-ups on Twitch?
Yes.
Oh, with bits.
Yeah,
Someone used it on mine.
I think they're really cool.
I haven't actually seen them used yet. I just heard about them.
Yeah, I mean, I
I'll
haven't.
be right back. I go to the bathroom.
Okay, I haven't actually seen them being used, but I just thought they were a really cool idea because it's you can set the price of bits for whatever you want. So you know you could have them all as 1 bit if you wanted to or whatever. I know the default that it comes as is 20, 30, and 40, which none of them are like expensive or anything. And it just means that you get to do fun little extra things if people want to. It's just a different way for them to spend bits if they want to. But if nobody wants to, then it's, you know, it doesn't change anything. And I just thought it was like, oh, it's actually a good change that Twitch has made. It's actually like a nice thing. But I didn't know if you had any opinions.
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of bits, to be honest. I mean, like, because back when I was streaming, like, on my like the original channel I had, not this one. There was no bits, there was no channel points, there's like nothing that. It was just you watch and chat, and then donate if you want. I saw a lot of people doing this thing where they had like an in-chat bot keeping track of points you get while they watch, which probably led to the whole channel point thing. I have no clue where bits came from, but I don't see why there's bits when you can do as much like stuff you can do already with channel points. Just because, like, bits can play a sound alert or bits can do that, but why not just do it with points? I
guess it's if people want to support you financially. then it gives them an option to do, and why not do something fun with it rather than them just give you bits?
I mean, that's true, but I don't know. I feel like here's a couple like pennies and bits, and then you don't get all of it anyways.
You get all of it actually. It's the people when the people buy the bits, Twitch takes the cut out of that. Any bits used on your channel, you get all the money for.
I don't know. I'm just used to having all the taxes taken out when the transfer happens every time. I don't know. I don't see like much interest or fun in like bits. To be fair, I like doing everything as free as possible, just so it makes me happy or someone watching, rather than be like, oh, I want this funny effect to happen. Pay.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought they were nice. Like say, and more fun than if somebody just gave you bits.
I mean, I agree. They are like interesting, but I haven't seen what they are. I do kind of like the make the gigantify an emote.
Yeah,
I think that's pretty funny.
That was the one that I thought was the most fun. So the message effects is things like it will come up in like rainbow text or something is the one they showed off, but I mean there's going to be others. And the on-screen celebration is kind of like loads of emotes appear. Although so you know like some people have the thing that when an emote appears it like bounces across their screen or something. It's kind of like that, but so you like use an emote and then like hundreds of them like all appear and stuff.
But how does it work? Because if you don't have, because for that stuff you use like browser sources and OBS, so I'm not sure how you just use it here and then it magically does it on your stream.
I don't know. I guess Twitch are full of that. It's probably
because I don't have alerts set up on my channel personally. I just never did it or looked at it to be fair.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know how it would work.
Yeah, I learned my lesson the last time I bought bits. When I accidentally spent $100.
I was gonna say that was your fault and not Twitch's.
No, I clicked on $10, not 100. Something glitched. I know I clicked on $10.
Yikes.
And they're like, "Yeah, no, you're out of luck. We're keeping your money." I'm like, "Wait, what?" So Silva got a bunch of freaking bits that day.
Yeah, I remember that.
People. That's what got me my overlays, actually.
I don't know. But I just thought they were quite fun, and they have said they're going to add more power-ups in the future, so there will be a more variety of things that they can do. I just thought it was, I don't know, it was nice to see them adding something fun, I guess.
I don't know, I've always been a big fan of bits just because the streamer gets every bit of it, so...
Yeah, well that's it, and now you've got a new way to spend your bits to do. And I like that they are cheap. But as default they are cheap. I mean, it is up to every channel. They can change the price of them and set them to what they want it to be. Which I also like.
0.
I don't know if you can set it to 0. You can set it to 1.
You can't. I wish I could, though.
I don't know. I kind of like keeping the whole, like, free kind of thing going on. I don't know.
No, that's perfectly fine. Like I say, I don't try and... I don't usually try and get much out of people because, yeah, it's much more nice to have a user-friendly attitude.
Right.
But then I like to say, I just thought it was just a nice extra thing to see. And I always like to, when a new Twitch thing happens, I like to ask people on the chat show, especially as it only happened this week, just get everyone's thoughts on it. It's nice to hear people's opinions, because as streamers it's something that affects you.
I mean, I like seeing them do new things, but sometimes the thing they do, it's something I'm just not gonna use.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna go pee. Because that drink has gone right through me.
The serenity for the win.
Serenity of the Glen.
Serenity for the bathroom, that's what it's gonna be.
No, that's one place there won't be serenity. Yeah, so you guys chat about something. and I'll be back in a minute.
So what's new with you, Mooney?
Oh, not really.
So are you just done with like Destiny 2 in general, or?
I'm not done yet. I'm looking for my out.
Honestly, when they started like pulling all the old content away, I was kind of done with it, sadly.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass when they do it. I mean, they stopped vaulting the stuff finally, but they did that after like one of the most major DLCs. And it's like, oh.
Wait, they stopped vaulting it?
Yeah, they stopped vaulting content.
So I can go back and like start a new character and play from the very beginning then?
No.
Well, I
That's
mean
not
from
in the game anymore.
from the very beginning of Destiny 2, I mean.
No. You cannot play the original story of Destiny 2 anymore.
I thought you said they stopped vaulting it though.
Yeah, so they vaulted the first couple DLCs up to Forsaken. I think you can do the final mission of Forsaken just to see like the end, I suppose. But the original Destiny 2 story, Curse of Osiris, the Warmind, and Forsaken are all not in the game anymore, due to the fact that the game size was getting too big and they had more stuff coming. That was their excuse. And it bugs me. And basically they took Destiny 1 start, like how you wake up on the Cosmodrome with your ghost being like, hello there. They took that start and made that Destiny 2 start.
The thing is, I remember the OG start because I played Destiny 2 when it first came out. And then I dropped it until like, I want to say Shadowkeep.
Yeah.
And
like,
then like a bunch of stuff got vaulted. I'm like, I have no clue what the fuck's going on. What the hell?
Yeah, the issue with me with Destiny 2 is that they always try to have this new light experience, and they recently did like a thing where you can pick like an armor set to boost like your power level and stuff, but it's not new player friendly. It just isn't annoying. Like from a long-term player, it's not. If you want to get in the Destiny, you gotta watch like a 10-hour video to catch up on the lore. That's how I see it.
Hi, it's me. I watched that 10-hour video.
I started watching it actually, like Vice video, and it was pretty good.
Oh, it's good. Like it caught me up, but I'm like, I wanted to experience this though.
So you can't experience it at all. I mean, if you stop to like up to Forsaken, and then you can play the rest and experience it. The rest is like, nope.
That's the problem. I started at like Shadowkeep, and then like I played from there on up to like Beyond Light, I think, and then I played a little bit of the Witch one. I don't remember what it was.
Witch Queen.
Yeah, Witch Queen. And then I dropped it again because I had nobody to play with.
I don't blame you, honestly. It's a very long haul thing. When I got Keon into it, when I got Keon into it, I thought it'd be really fun, and then I made him a PowerPoint presentation to catch him up on all the lore in the games in order, and that took about 2-3 days to go through, so he understood and everything, and then we started playing. So it's still like you have to do your research of lore to know what's happening.
Tried to do a similar thing.
That's why I like 14. Oh.
No, I was gonna say, I tried to do a similar thing. So, when we were younger, me and my brother used to watch Naruto together, and Katie was like, about the time we started Shippuden, Katie was like, "Oh, well, maybe I should join in, and then I'll know what you're talking about."
Oh no.
and I was like, "Okay, well, do you want me to do like a?" I did the same thing. I tried to do a PowerPoint, and I was like, and I can do like what normal Naruto covers, so that you can then start Shippuden and understand what's going on. And we got about 20 minutes into the PowerPoint, and she was like, "You know what? I'm just not going to bother." Because I hadn't even finished going through like the Zabuza arc, and she was just like, "Why is this so important if it's like a throwaway character?" And I was like, and I couldn't tell her it was because like Zabuza's going to come back when they reanimate everyone. And she was just like, I just don't care about any of these people. It's like, it's fine, don't worry about it.
But Destiny's got me in a chokehold. Oh god, what's his username? I only know him by Jack. Squan Gamer. He pops up once in a while in my chat. Jack sent me a message, like right after the final shape, and he's like, "Hey, I think I'm ahead of you now. And he sends me a picture of another Destiny lore volume that came out, like a physical book of lore. And I'm just staring at the picture like, oh my god, I have to spend more money on this goddamn game. It'll be here by next weekend.
you could just not, right? Like, you could just...
I got the other 5 books. Might as well complete the set with 6.
Well, yeah.
Like, I have like a bunch of like Destiny like stuff. I just like I want to retire, man. Like, I've been playing since the D1 beta. I wanna put my foot down. I wanna lay down.
That's it. Just be like, hey, you just watched everything explode with and you sat there with Key on and enjoyed it. It's now your desktop background. Just anything else they release, just be like, nope.
I can't, though.
I'm done with Destiny.
I can't. That's the issue. I need the story to end.
It's no longer my Destiny.
Oh god.
Quite now, she made me buy the annual pass. Amazing. That's true. Oh, yeah, that's true. You make Eon get invested, so you know you have to stick it out.
Yeah, I know. Plus, I spend. My issue too is also because Destiny's now free to play, but you have to buy the story to play it in the seasons and all that stuff. So maybe like a year ago when they announced Final Shape is available for pre-order, it was $100.
Wow.
Because you can save money and pre-buy all the seasons, or air quote seasons, because now they have acts instead of seasons.
Mm.
And I'm just like, I spent the $100. I need to play it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
But like what they did recently is like gorgeous. I love what they did. They really kind of like did like a throwback to what originally happened in the story. But I'm like, I'm good, but I can't quit. It's my favorite, most hated game.
You sound like Tony talking about Valorant. It's like, this is a really good game and I hate it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe it's just an FPS thing. Is that just how you're supposed to feel about FPSs?
I mean, that's how I felt when I was playing like Call of Duty back in the day too. I was like, this is the most awful, best game in the world.
It's fair.
Hey Mooney, I'm about to tell you something that's gonna make you feel a little bit better then. So
Don't say Destiny to me.
on Final Fantasy 14, you can literally put in /playtime and it will tell you how much playtime you have on the game. Mind you, I have like 4 characters and they are all up to like Shadowbringers expansion, so that's like 2 expansions ago from where we're at with the new expansion coming out. Just on my main character, I have over a year's worth in time. Like, an actual, like, a year's worth in playtime. Just on that character. I said I was retired 8 months ago. Guess what I've been playing the last week? Getting prepared for the new expansion.
There's a website that someone made called Wasted on Destiny, and you can put in your username, and it tracks the amount of hours you've played on Destiny as a total. I have to do the math for mine because I used to play an Xbox. But
Of course, that is the
over
first
3,000.
thing in. I put in Wasted, and that was the first thing in the Google search bar.
It's over 3,000.
Oh, it's over 3,000 easily.
Username. What the hell's my username? Would I even be able to look that up still?
I have never played Destiny.
I don't blame you. Don't do it.
Don't start.
Pop up. Last played 6 years ago. This is my PlayStation account. This ain't counting the Steam one. Wow, that's actually rookie numbers. That is straight up rookie numbers. 35 hours.
I've had poos longer than that.
Right.
Let's see if I got look up my PlayStation, Xbox, and my Steam for Destiny. Oh my god, it's so stupid.
I'm looking at my Steam right now. I haven't played Destiny in over a year apparently on Steam. Oh, okay. No, that's a little bit better up there. 77 hours on Steam apparently. What does it mean? All characters only deleted.
It means the game has deleted your characters, or you've deleted the characters.
Oh, no, it says 0 hours for only deleted. So
I don't know if it's 0 hours then. So Destiny.
So I have 1 hour on my Warlock, 4 hours on my Hunter, and 71 hours on my Titan.
I wonder which one was your favorite.
Titan is baller, man. I can't help it. 31 hours on my Warlock, though.
Oh no. I have 3,724 hours playing all the Destiny games.
All 2 of them.
Oh god. Oh true, well, I mean, but I consider the DLC a game of its own, honestly. Oh god. That's disgusting. That's gross.
I mean, it isn't, is it? If you've enjoyed those 3,700 hours, then it's a really good use of your time.
I mean, I've enjoyed some of them.
I'm gonna say, sometimes, maybe, possibly.
Some of them, not every hour.
Alright, out of 3,700, have you enjoyed 3,000 of them?
Probably not.
Oh.
Let me log on 14 and get you a new summary of how many hours.
You should maybe
Now I'm
find a
kinda
different one.
curious.
You should play Lost in Random.
After
I
I
own
stopped
it.
playing
I
Crucible,
know you do.
like PvP. It's been very nice.
But I was just thinking it's got an art style I think that Serenity would like. So, and also I just want everyone to play it.
Well, I don't know.
I'm scared to find out how many hours I have on this damn game.
I think it's at least one.
On Final Fantasy 14. Playing the
Yeah, for
house.
Final Fantasy 14.
Playing the
I'm
house
scared to look.
about 2.5 years.
Probably between all the characters, yeah. Because I have well over a year's worth of playtime just on my main.
Now he's got about 2.5 years. Only 10 minutes of that was with trousers on.
Possibly true.
It very much seems to me like it's a game that you sit and play in your pants, doesn't it?
I mean, honestly, that's how I play all my games. Not even gonna
Exactly.
lie. That's the main reason why I'm a PNG tuber, so I don't have to wear pants while I'm streaming. Which I feel like is true for a lot of PNG tubers.
Yep. You're all just degenerates playing games with your running out.
So 346 days, 2 hours and 42 minutes. That is how many
That's less
hours
than a
worth I
year.
have just on my main character.
It's less than a year. You said you were well
How
over a
much
year,
is
which
it?
is you mean 346 days.
300.
Yeah, I must have took into account all my other characters too.
So get in there and put in another 10 hours with your main, so you hit
That's-
10 days. Sorry.
That's like 8,000 hours. What the fuck?
Yeah. And
Do you feel
none
better
of them
about
are
Destiny
AFK.
now?
I do not AFK on this game, not often. That's all playtime, actual playtime. Yes.
Do you feel better about Destiny now?
Wait, no. Honestly, because I've seen some people be like, oh, I got 6k on Destiny or something. But still, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
I don't know, sometimes seeing these crazy, insane playtime numbers is like, holy shit. I thought I didn't
Maybe
have
I
a
do
life.
have a life.
I know. And here's me just speedrunning Octodad one-handed.
Right. Alright, here's my second.
my
Let's
time
see how
goes.
many hours I have on this. 9 whole seasons though? Holy hell, that's a lot of seasons for Destiny 2.
Yeah. You buy them in bulk. It's kind of how it goes.
I don't think I could do that. Alright, let's see. So, on my main alt, 40 days, 19 hours, and 40 minutes. That's not counting the other 2 characters that I'm not sure what server they're on. It's been a while.
So with just your 2 mains, it's a year and 30 days.
Yeah.
So basically a year and a month.
Yeah. Over a 10-year period. Man, I feel like that ain't too bad.
Well, I mean, it's about 10% of your time in the last decade you've been playing it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yes. Listen.
So, you know, like, I mean, just going on, like, human average. So a third of your time is asleep. So that's 30% knocked out. So out of your remaining awake time, 10% of... Well,
to be fair, a lot of that time was spent on game with friends, though.
well, yeah. I'm not
That was back
suggesting...
when I had friends who played the game.
Hey, I tried to play the game with you, and Square Enix wouldn't let me log in.
True. I do remember that. Square Enix has always been really bad about that, unfortunately. I really need to play more Persona 5 Royal.
Yeah, Persona 5 is very good. I haven't played the Royal version, but the standard version was one of the best games I've ever played.
Dude, I am so ready for ReFantasio. Oh, it looks like such a good game.
And the new Shin Megami Tensei stuff as well.
Yeah, I'm saving my money for October when the ReFantasio comes out. It literally looks like they took the Devil Trigger Saga games and Persona and just mashed them together. It looks amazing.
Does that sound cool?
I think so. They did something that I've always like has driven me a little nuts with turn-based RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
Is like you know how like time wasting like the lower level areas can be, like randomly just running into encounters and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they actually made it so like when you're in like the lower level areas with like really weaker enemies around you, it actually turns it into an action combat system, so you can literally just sit there and click one button and bam, they're all dead around you.
Kind of like what Yakuza does, or in the like a Dragon games.
Is that a thing?
It definitely is in Infinite Wealth. Maybe it wasn't in Yakuza Like a Dragon.
I'm about to say, because I've been playing Like a Dragon
I know you have.
Stream, and I do not remember that.
Oh. Yeah, well, maybe I can't remember if it was in the first one. Definitely in Infinite Wealth they've got it. If you're if you're like really over leveled for the encounter, you can just hit L2 and insta kill everything.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna try that now. See if that's a thing. Then again, I'm not really ever in a really low level area at the moment.
Yeah, because you know, like the icons above their head change color depending on levels. So it's like red if you're supposed to fight it, purple if it's going to be really difficult, and blue if there's going to be really easy. So it's, anytime you're in a blue combat, you can just insta kill everything because they're like, there's no point you doing this fight, unless it's a story based one.
That sounds really nice, honestly.
It
is a nice little thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a good I can't think what the word is. User friendly thing. Saves you a lot of time. I brought. Well, I know we were doing show and tell earlier, but I brought a couple of other things when I went to the toilet to show off, just because they've made me really happy. So you know it's Father's Day tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So at a nursery this week, Lyra made me a little card,
Aw,
which is really cool. And then
Nice.
she goes to like a playgroup with her gran on Friday mornings, and they made a card there as well. Which I can never remember make webcams work. Which, yeah, I know you can't read the writing on it. I like the someone's got the Kim Possible thing, by the way. I heard that earlier.
sorry.
I definitely heard that. Love Kim Possible.
But yeah, she's done that one, and it says on it, it takes a big heart to hold a small hand. And it just makes me happy.
You're supposed to like open it and hold towards the light, see all like the colors, like a stained glass
Favorite
kind of thing with tissue
character
paper.
was Shago.
Shit.
Well, it has on the
Um,
inside. It has handprints.
Shake. You're bullshitting me.
I might have done that just to trigger you.
About to say, this better not be another friggin' Monarch situation, I swear.
I might have got it from that.
Okay, I was about to say, oh my god.
Oh,
Shago.
isn't it Shago?
Is it a Shag? Oh, I love Monarch, she's cute. What is it? I didn't mean to make it. I always forget to silence my phone. I'm awful at movie theater.
It's fine.
All of a sudden, a piece of popcorn just bounces off the back of Mooney's head.
It was just my father asking when he wants to go see the new Twister movie.
There's a new Twister movie? What the hell?
Yeah, they're remaking the old Twister movie. Honestly, it might be a flop. I'm not sure. Just because some of the original actors either passed away or they're just not gonna be in the movie. And I feel like it's gonna be like almost the same story, I think, because if you compare like the trailer for the original Twister and the new Twister, the scenes basically match up 1-to-1. So I'm wondering if it's just
a
the old
remake?
story remaster. I don't know, honestly.
Probably.
Because they haven't said anything about it.
It's a remake.
I don't know. Does this one have sharks in it?
No, that's Sharknado, not Twister. Oh my god. Oh.
Same thing, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's kind of the same.
I wanted to see sharks in my Twister, though.
It's like the new movie Twister. Right hand red.
Right hand red.
Why not
Damn
left
it.
hand red? Why you a leftist?
You can do left hand red. Left hand yellow.
I love how nobody caught that joke.
Right hand your foot face.
I'm gonna right foot this.
Is it? Left
That's the
foot.
right foot.
Left foot your nuts.
I'm gonna right foot this up your ass in
Yeah.
a second.
You know what else gets a right foot? Your mom.
Whoa.
Calm down, muscle man.
Hey.
I'm glad you got the regular show reference.
My mom.
I didn't. I just won't have anyone talking, spreading violence towards my mum. She's great.
Oh, regular show is good. Like, that cartoon was underrated. That and Gumball.
I don't know, I never liked Gumball. Some of the episodes were like, oh, it's pretty funny. The rest is like, eh.
Yeah, I didn't really like Gumball. I
There's a
didn't.
lot of nuanced things in that show.
I didn't really like Regular Show much from what I've seen of it either.
Oh, that's so good, though.
Yeah.
I think there's like an adult series now with like, I don't know, don't quote me. It's like the style of Regular Show, but it's like a group of friends doing adult things, like going to clubs, I think, question mark?
Is it BoJack Horseman?
No, it doesn't look like that. It looks
Now
like
that show
regular
was
show.
depressing as
I've seen
Yeah.
clips of it on like TikTok. I just don't know what the name of it is, but it seems kind of funny.
Right? Jurassic Regular Show is the GOAT. You know what else is the GOAT? Kratos' nipples.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Oh, we know what other game you didn't play with Travis as well.
Jurassic has a clip where it's like, wait, they really put a lot of definition to Kratos' nipples. Like it goes close up on him, like in the freaking scene. Everything is like noticeable as hell too.
But that's because they put a lot of definition into everything in those games. They're just
True.
very good looking games. You know, it's not like Red Dead 2 where the horse's testicles change size depending on whether you're in a hot or cold place.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Huh?
So if you go in the cold, the horse's testicles get smaller. Just like real life. Yeah.
What?
Did you not know that was a thing in real life?
No, I know that was a thing in real life, but I didn't think that'd be in a game.
Yeah. In Red Dead 2, it's a real thing.
It's Rockstar. They do whatever the hell they want.
But it's just extra detail, isn't it? You know, striving to make games more realism. It's like in The Witcher 3, where they've got real-time beard growth.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Which I think is maybe my favourite feature in any game ever. And why doesn't every game have real-time beard growth? Also, real-time beard growth is just a fun thing to say.
You know what else has real-time beard growth?
Real life. Yeah, I wish I didn't. I should have shaved today, but because I knew I was doing this show, and I didn't. I was really tired. I just couldn't.
I wish my head would stop growing hair. I really do.
See, I have the same. Like, I like this hair. I just wish this hair. Basically, anything below the mouth, I just don't need anymore.
I just don't want to have to shave my head anymore.
Well, I don't want to have to shave my face anymore. It's annoying, and I hate it. I keep thinking about just waxing my face just to get rid of it all.
Waxing?
Well,
all I know is at some point I will get balder and balder and balder. I will have to shave less and less and less.
When you get like balder and balder and balder, does that mean you're going to start getting more gates?
Probably not.
No. But yeah, no, I don't know. Because I just want something where it would just make my face not grow back. It would be better than that.
I think it's called chemo, but
Wow.
we don't joke about that.
Wow, he says, joking about it.
I'm not gonna lie, honestly, if I could do chemo without the side effects and just get rid of my hair, I would do it. I'm not even joking. I just want the hair gone.
I mean,
It's such a hassle to shave.
there's probably better ways to get rid of your hair than radiation poisoning.
Is there though? Because Nair burns.
It's a different one that's like called Near. Let me see, hold on.
All sounds like work. Just want it to be gone.
Yeah, I use something called Beat.
Still sounds like work
It's-
though.
No, not really. It's like lotion, basically. You put the lotion wherever the hair is, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then you just kind of like, not scrape, but like just get it off your head and clean your head, and the hair just wipes off like nothing.
Yeah, I've seen like the hair removal creams.
Yeah,
I
it's
could literally just
honestly good.
take 5 minutes to shave my head like every 3 days though. Like,
See, this is my problem. It's not necessarily like how long it takes to shave. It's the fact that I have to do it regularly, and I keep going. I'm going to do it regularly because it's an easier job, and then leaving it like a month, and then being like, oh,
yep.
my face is itchy
Or
now.
like a week and a half, 2 weeks in my case.
Well, that's because
Well,
you're
shaving-
you're a real man and I'm not. But
But with
Oh no,
shaving,
the only thing I shave is my top lip and my head.
with shaving, the hair kind of comes back a bit quicker than it should, but the stuff that I use Beat, hair doesn't come back for like at least 2 weeks. Like it lasts. Like it basically kills like the, I don't know hair science, like the seed that like grows the hair, like the follicle or whatever. It kills it entirely. So your body has to make new ones.
Trust stuff like that.
It works. My
I still
hair
don't know if
is
I
growing
trust
back.
it though. Is the thing though. That's the thing.
I mean, it's up to you. I highly recommend it, honestly.
I'm speaking more from like a health standpoint.
yeah, it's
Well, no,
fine.
it's all organic too, with the stuff in it. It's just like a lotion base.
It's all being tested on pigs.
I mean, there's also a lot of stuff that
And he's gone.
You cut out, Glenn.
there's also been stuff tested by the FDA and approved to supposedly it ends up being really bad for you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Prime.
It's like, hey, who'd have known that an energy drink made by YouTubers was a bad idea?
Remember when it first like was like a big thing? I was like, I mean, maybe it's good. And then I heard it was like Logan Paul's drink or something, and I'm like, I'm not interested anymore.
Right, like, just not worth it.
I was like, no.
I don't know. I had no idea who either of the people were. I was just like, I don't drink energy drinks anyway.
I drink the rain storm, whatever it's called.
I
Not
don't
heard of
drink
that.
energy stuff either.
No. I mean, I don't drink energy drinks mainly because they're horrifically bad for you. But then also because where I have a bladder condition, if I drink one, I don't get any energy. I just pee all the time.
Oh boy.
It's like, hey, do you want me to spend the next hour peeing? Give me a can of Monster.
True.
I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty cool party trick.
Is it?
No.
I mean, it could
No.
be.
But mind you, it does like deal with my natural dislike of being at parties. It's just like, hey guys, I'm just gonna, you know, in the next hour I'm gonna spend half of that in the toilet. Toodles.
There you go.
Wow.
It's your party trick. You disappear.
But I could just go home.
Exactly.
Right. Did you have anything else you particularly wanted to talk about? Or anything you wanted to raise on stream while we're here?
Not much that I can think of.
No?
Not really. Just kind of chilling.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just been kind of doing my thing.
That's fine. I was going to say then, in which case I think we should move into the last part of the show. But before we do that, what is a chat show without a quick ad break? Hey, so, you know, like I say, we've been working on, for people who've been coming to the channel lately, we have been doing our Soul Lock with Tony on Saturdays, and we've been doing Like a Dragon on Sundays. We're sort of about just over halfway through both of those. So I just thought it would be a fun time to sort of talk about what's coming up on the channel when we finish those. So after sort of talking to people about what they would prefer, it seems that our next big game we're going to do after Yakuza is going to be Marvel Midnight Sun.
Oh boy.
Because a lot of people have told me it's really good.
Good luck.
Why?
You're gonna be playing that for the rest of the year. Oh god.
Is it really that big?
I will give you a word of advice.
Uh-huh.
Get your research maxed ASAP.
Okay.
Oh my god, you have to grind so much in that game.
Really?
Keon knows. You have to grind so much in that game to like level up your characters to be able to do the next story mission. It's not a bad game, do not get me wrong. I liked it a lot, but I couldn't finish it because there is so much grind to it.
Oh.
Is it Hawkeye Star Rail levels of grind, or?
Because I really, I don't like grinding.
It's like grinding 2 Destiny characters, in my opinion.
God.
It's a lot of work. The turn-based combat is honestly really fun, but it is a very long haul, so I do wish you luck with it.
Isn't that bad, though, to be honest?
It's Midnight Suns is a very big grind.
Oh. Well, you've scared me, I'll be honest with you.
I don't mean to scare you, I'm sorry, I actually just uninstalled it on my computer, because it's been like a year I've been trying to play, and I just can't finish it. But I do hope you enjoy it. Deadpool is great, honestly.
Yes, I knew
And
that.
Mobius, he's just a little edgy boy in the corner. Not gonna lie, he's really cute.
It's new though.
Okay, so, I mean, like, according to Google, you can beat Midnight Suns in, like, 40 hours.
I mean, if you speedrun it.
Well, no, that will be... It says 49 hours to do the story. If you want to do everything, it's closer to, like, 95.
Which that ain't too bad.
You know, and I'm happy to not do everything. I'm happy to, like, you know, do the story. And, like, Yakuza is already probably going to take me closer to 70 hours, so it's going to be, like, half that time. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I don't know. Well, I guess if it all goes horribly wrong, then we can always abandon it. My plan was to do Marvel Midnight Suns because Hyun told me it was really fun, and my brother told me it was really fun. I've now been warned by people that it's really grindy.
I mean, I enjoyed it when I played it.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll have a good...
Not the biggest Marvel fan.
I think it's the sort of game where you don't need to be, though, because it's just like a really... From what I've seen of it, it just looks like really fun combat, and it's got like deck building like things to it, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that was the plan to take over from Yakuza, and then after finishing Pokemon with Tony, we were going to play, because I said this year that I wanted to play more indie games and I want to play more horror games. So we're going to take a indie horror break and we're going to play Inscription, which I have seen a little bit of, and it looked really cool. It's basically like
Press play it a bit.
Possibly, and I know Kels did when she used to stream. But it's basically like if Magic the Gathering was a horror game.
Yeah, basically.
So that sounds fun. So we're gonna take a break to do that after Pokemon. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then after those, who knows? I've got a few other games kicking about that we could try at some point.
Could always play Judgment since it does technically take place within the same world.
Oh my god!
as
So
Yakuza.
the first Judgment game is currently £7 on the PlayStation Store, and I had to be like, no, I've got too many games at the moment. I can't just buy it. It's going to be my birthday soon. I don't know what I'm going to get.
That game goes on sale constantly. Both of them do. I wouldn't be in a hurry to get it.
Although they do, I haven't seen it ever be that cheap. Although, speaking of things that are in the PlayStation Store sale at the moment, if anybody hasn't played Celeste, it's £3 on PlayStation. And Celeste is an incredible game. But yeah, so that's sort of what is coming up later in the year, in the future of the secondhand CK streams, whenever we finish the current games we're doing, which still could be forever. Right, so I've asked each of my guests to bring along a little story with them. I guess because Glenn's still trying to think of what his story is. Serenity, would you like to go first?
Yeah. What did you bring to the table about how I got into horror? Because that's like a very big thing I tend to do.
Mm-hmm.
So picture yourself back when Black Ops 2 came out. Black Ops 2 was not a horror game. But this was back when I still had my sanity. So
many moons ago.
Wait, we have that.
But I remember doing like the beginning mission. You do like this big shootout. You go down the river and you're trying to like chase these guys, and you eventually catch up to like a shipping container. And when you open said shipping container, you see like the NPC like open up and be like, "Oh my god!" Like the whole dramatic thing. And then you go in it. What you see is just piles of corpses and like corpses hanging in the shipping container. And I'm sure everyone knows exactly how that looks because it's Black Ops 2. But I don't know, that broke me. I remember walking through that and like looking and going to the end and looking at the corpses. I was like, okay, that wasn't that bad. 5 minutes later, I was running to my father crying because I was so scared of the game. And that was my first like horror experience. And then after that, I don't know, I just kept leaning towards scary things for some reason. Something coming, so I went wild, something broke in me.
Yeah, it was like almost like you got like attracted to the trauma.
Yeah, kinda. It's not new for me.
Even
So
trauma.
eventually I started to like go towards like horror movies, specifically classic horror movies like Friday the 13th, Halloween, etc., etc. And eventually I found my deep love for Alien. Oh.
Alien is a good film.
Oh god, I love Alien. I don't know, I love it too much. I could talk eons about Alien. Apparently there's a new movie for Alien coming out too, if you didn't know, but that's how
Yes.
it's gonna be. But I don't know, I eventually started losing my sanity, and then that turned me into goth. and I kept getting shit for it for such a long time, and lo and behold, I still do the same shit.
But you shouldn't get shit for it. You should be able to be how
still get
you
shit
want to
for
be,
it.
right?
Yeah, but you think that, and then you get harassed in public.
I mean, I get the same. Like, you know, I grew up as an emo kid, and obviously not much has changed, as you can very much tell. You know, I used to get shit all the time. I totally get it.
I'm
But
just of
the
the
hard
opinion we're
part-
gonna give her shit anyway.
No.
It's true.
Why would I do that? She's a guest here, and also I like her. And also, even if I didn't, then just why spread that? That isn't what we're about.
I mean, if someone didn't like me, I hope they at least tell me so I know. Like, I wouldn't, like, you know, try to make it worse.
Yeah.
Sure.
That would be
But
the
I don't know,
mature
I
thing.
just, from like childhood trauma that everybody has to trying to be forced to wear neon pink and neon orange clothing as a younger moon. I just gotta go with the horror stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
Because I
nice.
always go in public wearing these, like, sometimes very gothic outfits that you don't normally see. Like, it almost looks like cosplay sometimes.
Mm.
And people are like, oh, it's not Halloween yet, or I love your Halloween costume. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's funny because I try to get dressed up as much as I could for Halloween, and then I go to like a Michael's, which is like a craft store, to pick up markers. And this little old lady was sitting at the exit, and I walked by her to leave with my stuff, minding my business, dressed all in black, and she stops me. She goes, "Oh, sweetie, you look so beautiful like that. I love the leggings, like the cobwebs, and all the Halloween decorations you have on. It looks gorgeous, sweetie." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, but it's not for Halloween. I wear this all like throughout the whole year." And she's like, "Oh, you must be one of them goths. Have you heard of Jesus?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Oh no, run!
It's just like, oh god, I can't deal with this shit. I had a lady in Walmart, I was minding my business. I think I was looking at candles or like wax melts or something. And this lady follows me to every goddamn aisle I go to. And I eventually, she like moves closer and closer to me. And then I look at her and I'm like, "Can I help you?" And she reaches down her shirt and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then she pulls out this cross and she's like, "Devil, Satan." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Like,
Like, I'm trying to buy a
On
candle.
Earth.
She's like, "Oh." So eventually I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play into this one. I turn to her and I do like little claw hands. I'm like, "Ah, woo," and she runs away.
So awful,
but like,
but so
Oh,
deserved.
God.
they do understand that goths can be religious, right?
That's true, they can, but I
I mean, I'm not saying that you are, but like,
yeah.
It's gothic,
it's
not
like-
Satanist.
I know, it's like, what the fuck? Even my own father does it sometimes, because, if you know like Markiplier and his whole thing, he had Una's Honest that he did like a channel for a year and then deleted all the videos to like show that you can move on from really good things. And they had a poster, like a really fancy poster that I still have on my wall behind me. I'm pointing at it, but you can't see it. And every time when my father walked into my room sometimes to come visit, he's like, I don't get why you like death and all these skull things. I don't understand it. Why don't you have some color in your clothing? And I'm like, have you played Black Ops 2?
It ruined me.
Like, it's, for me, it's not about like death. For me, it's like I just like darker. I like a darker environment, and I like vampires. Everyone knows that. And I like horror movies. I like witchy stuff. I like potions and magic. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
And then the moon's part of that too. But I don't know. People are insane sometimes. I don't know, man.
You heard about our Lord and Savior Keon?
Uh-huh.
No, that's really cool.
All I got, though.
No, that's really interesting. And I'm sorry that you get harassed by old ladies.
I'm used to it. Like, the amount of comments is like, what funeral you're going to? And I'm like, yours. And they hate it. And they're like, that's
6
harassment.
feet
And I'm
under.
like, I don't know. People are crazy.
Yeah.
I don't like going outside.
No. No, it's bad. Yeah, well, thanks for sharing. It's funny as well though that you should say like, well, I have distinct memories. Sorry, just because you said about Alien, of back in the day. Remember VHS tapes, you know, of when Alien was on. I think it was the first 2 Alien films were on telly, and like it was something that me and my brother were like, if we just set the video player up to record it and don't tell mum and dad, then we can watch Alien next time they go out. And then that's how me and my brother watched the first 2 Alien films.
Damn.
And that was really cool. And I remember like they didn't get to me too much. We did it with like a couple of films and stuff like when we were sort of younger. And the only one that really got to me is, have you seen like the original RoboCop?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like I was about 10, 11 maybe when I saw that. And it was just like the bit at the beginning, like before he becomes RoboCop, when he just gets like tortured by the gang and like sort of all his like limbs blown off and stuff. And I was just like, I remember as a kid that being like, I'm too young to watch this. Like the bit at the end that most people make a fuss of, when like the guy gets hit in the vat of acid and all his skin falls off. Fine, didn't bother me. It was just... But yeah, the bit at the beginning, the sort of first 10 minutes of like RoboCop, I was like, I shouldn't have watched this as a kid. Like that was that was horrible.
My moment for that was watching the Simpsons movie, where like you literally see like Bart's like dick out, like fully animated, and I'm watching it and I'm like, I shouldn't be watching this. And I turned it off. I was like, oh.
I see. I didn't
miss
turn it off.
VHSs.
Well, I'm showing my age because I'm pretty sure I was in my 20s when that movie came out.
Well, the Simpsons movie. Yeah. Definitely.
I really miss VHSs. Like just popping a VHS and having to rewind it and then having to pause and freeze every 10 seconds.
Yeah, it'd be
rewind.
Yeah, putting in the VHS and going, so where did we stop watching this last time? Yep. But yeah, and then I get, just because, you know, on a related thing, I guess what something kind of got me into horror was probably Resident Evil, because I grew up on Resident Evil really. I remember like I don't know why we had it, but it was, I think, like something my dad brought home. He's just like one day and he was just like, oh, here's a demo disc for like some PC games, and it had the Resident Evil 2 demo on it. And it was like, I'd heard the name Resident Evil, but I didn't really know what it was. So I was like, well, let's go check out this demo. And then I played that demo probably about 1 million times. And I was just like, it's so cool. And then my cousin had Resident Evil 2 on PC, and he lent it to us. And then me and my brother like played it through together. And yeah, so 10-year-old me playing Resident Evil 2 was just like, this is the coolest thing ever, and I just loved it. And then I've been a huge Resident Evil fan ever since.
Still want to play the original Resident Evil 2.
The original one is so much better than the remake. I don't care what anyone says. They're wrong.
Really?
I can't say anything because I've never played the original.
And Capcom won't let you because they're bastards.
True, I tried finding it when I was going to play all the games in order, and I
Yep.
couldn't find it anywhere.
You can't. They,
Emulation.
well, yeah, you could probably emulate it somewhere, but
I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm a little stupid when it comes to things.
yeah.
PlayStation has probably one of the easiest simulators there is out there.
I just don't know how to do it.
You just have to download a PlayStation emulator and then download the ROM.
Download PSX, download ROM,
Yeah.
load ROM.
Technically speaking, if you don't own the original game, it is illegal to emulate it, but also everybody does it, so you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Well, if it's illegal, I don't know about that then.
They literally can't prove shit. They quite literally cannot prove you don't own it.
I don't know.
But yeah, I know that's why a lot of people don't like to stream emulating things. Certainly, I mean, even if you do it in your own time, that's one thing. But yes, but it is stupid that they won't let you buy it because they've done the remake. So they're like, buy our new shiny one. So I will give you the remake, obviously, because it's a much more modern game. It plays nicer and it looks prettier, but it doesn't tell the story as well. There's like loads of inconsistencies. The A and B scenarios are not done anywhere near as well as they were done in the original. Like, there's a bit in the original where when you play through on the A scenario, you can unlock like a door and it gives you 2 items, and you can only take one of them. And whichever one you don't take is still there on the B scenario for the other character. And there's like things like that where they like cross over. And it's just like, but they didn't do anything like that with the remake because they just didn't bother. I just think it's a shame that, like, you know, with the RE2 remake and the RE3 remake even more so, that it was like, hey, you're remaking a PS1 game on PS4. Why the fuck are you cutting out story?
Right.
It's just like, you should be adding content. It's like, look at the Resident Evil 1 remake on the GameCube. It's like, that was the original with an extra 2 hours worth of content, and they changed the puzzles so people who've played it before won't know all the answers instantly. That was a really decent remake. RE2 and 3 sorted out. Don't get me wrong, the Resident Evil 4 remake was very good as well.
RE3 remake though was like a little...
Yeah. When the RE3 remake, it was like, hey, we're going to take the shortest Resident Evil game there is, like Resident Evil 3, and we're going to cut out a third of the game, and then we're going to change the ending, and then remove another like location at the end. And it's just like,
You gotta retcon it so it makes sense.
yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, that is the way they justified it, isn't it? They're like, the remakes follow a different canon. There's 2 different stories. It's the like original canon and the remake canon, and it's like, but just do it better.
I'm sitting here waiting for the RE5 remake that I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it will do. I mean, that is the other thing with the remakes. Obviously, they've ignored Code Veronica, which is a shame. But yeah, they're going to do the RE5 remake will be there. Although actually, the rumors are that they're just going to do RE1 again, but like as a more modern remake rather than. Which I don't know. I guess I have the same opinion as I did with 4, which is like 4 didn't need a remake. 4 still plays fine. It's just, you know, it was. But that being said, the remake was very good and I enjoyed it. If they remake 1 again, it would probably be the same. I'd be like, they don't need to do this, but I will enjoy it.
I think it'd be interesting to see like how they would do a remake of like the first one, just because all the fixed camera angles and stuff was a pain in the ass for me personally trying to learn how to do it. But I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, just exploring and seeing all these things. RE5 remake though, like,
But yeah,
give.
Hey, there you go. That's a message effect. So now you can see how the power.
Oh.
One does
Okay.
need a remake. It's over 10 years old at this point. And I mean, yeah, I know the original 1 remake came out in 2004, so it's 20 years old.
God damn.
But it's still good. It still plays fine. I've recently done it one-handed. Not meaning to brag, but I did.
I could barely play that thing too, man.
But also,
I mean...
thanks for doing the cool new power-up agent. We were talking about them earlier, and it's cool to see it.
Now, if they let us customize those effects,
Nice.
wake me up.
I mean, I can't say it won't happen in the future. There is more than one effect. I think that there's a variety of effects you can choose. But yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty sure the next 2 Resident Evil games will be Resident Evil 9 and Resident Evil 5 Remake.
I'm waiting for it. There's no way they'd do a 5... Like, I'm stuck in my way. I'm stuck in my theory. There's no way they would hire and make a new... I'm such a simp, I'm sorry. A new model for Wesker. New voice actor for Wesker. And not have it only in one game.
We need an 8 remake.
I mean, 8 Remake will happen eventually.
What do you mean 8 remake? That just came out like 4 years ago.
They've just...
And Last of Us got a freaking remake after like
That
2 or
is
3
because
years.
that is because the Last of Us TV series came out, and there's been a remake every time the Sony TV show has come out. That's why they're doing a remake of Horizon Zero Dawn as well, ready for the show to come out.
Wait, there's a remake of Horizon Zero Dawn coming out?
Yeah, when at the same time the show comes out.
I mean, honestly,
That's
yeah,
why.
no, I can't justify it. As much as I love the game, I cannot justify it.
But that is why Sony are doing the remakes of their first party things so quickly. It's because it's just marketing. We're doing a TV show. Let's remake the game while the hype is there. It's very good business. It's just not necessarily worthwhile. Although, as you mentioned, the Last of Us one, like because I remember we had this argument on this chat show last year about whether or not the Last of Us remake was worth doing, and Jen made the point that although perhaps the game doesn't need updating, the amount of accessibility features that have come out since it came out that they added into it was really good and has made it much more playable for people who may not be able to play games normally. So at least there's that positive.
They could have quite literally just ported the game though.
Well,
and added that though.
Yes, perhaps they could, but at the same time, as they are in it to make money.
Oh, I know. Doesn't make it less crooked though.
I'm just saying that there was some positives to it. It could have been more crooked.
Are you talking about the remaster or the remake? Because I never heard of a Last of Us remake.
Yeah, they've done part 1 twice, haven't they? They did a HD update for it, and then then when the TV series came out, they did a remake.
I've only heard of the remaster they did to update the graphics or something. I don't know, but I enjoyed The Last of Us. I've only played part 1 because I don't have a PlayStation. But I enjoyed The Last of Us.
Part 2 is very good. Yeah, I like that last one.
Because a lot of the locations in Last of Us are very close, personal, close to me.
Oh, that's cool.
So just seeing some of the locations where I've been to pretty often is seeing it torn down and just destroyed is shit, I stood there.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I found it.
When you go to the city hall to drop off, do the drop off for Ellie and everything goes wrong. Just seeing the city hall and then the big puddle of water across the street where there should be a nice park, and I'm I would have drowned in that park. I don't know, I just like seeing that in games.
That's cool. Glenn, would you like to tell us a story about Glenn?
Well, I suppose since we're talking about how we started along our journey and where we're currently at, so as many of us started off, I was a Nintendo kid.
That's fine.
I started off on the Super Nintendo.
Me too.
I remember, just sitting there playing Super Mario World with my mom. I remember the first time we blew up in the very first stage and there's just a random path of blocks up there. I don't know why, but that memory really sticks in my head. So, naturally, just like any Nintendo kid, Mario, Zelda, you know, all the staples.
Mm-hmm.
I think my very first experience, if I'm right, with an actual RPG was I was down in Missouri visiting a family friend of ours. And I remember playing Final Fantasy VII for the first time. And this is fresh off getting a PS2 for Christmas. And they had also gotten a PS2 for Christmas, and you know, they had no interest in the free Final Fantasy X game that came with it, because you know, all PlayStation consoles came with a free game back in the hell. I think they still do actually.
No,
And
not when
comes,
you
like,
first buy them.
Spider-Man. Really?
Not when they're first
I
released.
swear.
I assure you, when I got my PS5, it did not come with a free game.
I swear PS4 came with like Horizon Forbidden Dawn.
They do
Right.
bundles where it comes with free games, but not on release anymore. That will be like a few
okay.
months after the console's been out.
I swore PS4 did though.
Oh, possibly.
That was also like 15 years ago though.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little less. How long ago did the PS4 come out? I don't remember. It's been a while though. Yeah,
I would have said
remember-
about 10 years or so, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like
I-
20 years.
I remember playing around with their Final Fantasy VII for a little bit. I was a little bit interested, you know, and they're like, well, here, have our copy of Final Fantasy VII. We have no interest in playing it. You know, they were also Nintendo kids.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, and then I just became obsessed with it. And next thing you know, I delved into Star Ocean 3, what was it called? Till End of Time, I think it was. And the rest is history. Now I'm obsessed with them, and I can barely stand Final Fantasy X, to be honest. Or Final Fantasy VII.
Wow.
I don't know.
Controversial.
I wouldn't say I can't stand them. I just they are very low on my list as far as like favorite RPGs go. Like,
That's fair.
I don't know. The way they handled Final Fantasy VII still bothers me. It was like all the spin-off of the games that were canon, and then all of a sudden were retconned and not canon anymore, but some of them are still kind of canon. It's like, it's a mess. And then Final Fantasy X, I don't know. It's all right, but like, it just doesn't hold a candle to Final Fantasy 9 or 12 in my book.
I mean, 9 will always be my favourite Final Fantasy.
Right.
I think 10 was good. I didn't think much of 7, if I'm honest with you. It was fine. I mean, but I think the reason 7 is so big, obviously it was the first like PlayStation 1, and you know, I think there's a big thing for like people having nostalgia for it. Whereas I didn't play 7 until I was an adult, and I had already played 9, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, and 15. So I was always, you know, I just seen bigger and better.
I mean, 7 was technically my first one, but I don't know. I've never really been one to be blinded by nostalgia, thankfully.
No, 8 was my first one. Again, I did the same thing with that, where I was like, hey, I've heard of Final Fantasy, but I've never played one. And then I saw 8 secondhand in like a secondhand game shop, and I was just like, yeah, I'll get that. Why not? And then I was like, this is a really cool game.
I think Final Fantasy 12 was the first Final Fantasy game I really dumped like hundreds of hours into. And that has nothing to do with why I love it. Like, even as an adult now, I'm not the kind of person that can sit there and replay games. Final Fantasy 12, I can sit there, I can go back, and I can replay it all the time. It has nothing to do with nostalgia. I just really enjoy that story. The whole, like, fantasy, like, medieval, political landscape of that game, just, I don't know, I really enjoy it. That, and it's just Final Fantasy Star Wars. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and deny it. It's Final Fantasy Star Wars, and I love it.
It's cool. So it's nice to know. Nice to hear how you both got into your respective genres.
And as we know, I'm a cowardly bottom, so I hate horror. It scares me.
See, this is why you have so many clips of from Rendo. That's all about you being a bottom, because you admit this every 10 minutes.
I might as well just
cannot.
accept that everybody
Hey.
thinks I'm that.
He's done really well. It's been 2.5 hours, and this is the first time he's brought up being a bottom.
Yeah, I mean, that's a new record for me, honestly.
But you know, if anybody does want to clip it, then we'll have a clip on my channel of him being a bottom.
Oh God.
Ooh.
We can. That should be our new game. Let's see how many different channels we can have a clip of Glenn saying he's the bottom on.
Let's not say we did.
I think it's a pretty good game. I don't know. It's like
Yeah.
a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, as always, we end things with the little story I was going to bring. I was actually going to originally tell this story for last episode, but then we ended up talking about different various traumas we'd all had, so then I told a story about that instead.
ACK.
Yeah.
You want to see something really precious, real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Look
this
at this
gonna-
fucking cat.
I was going to say, is this going to be cats? I need to get the
It
bigger
is.
screen up.
Isn't he
Look at
actually
that
fucking
rug.
adorable? He's literally just like all curled up with his like paws all up under his chin and everything.
Little
I
cat
just look
chunk.
back and I see, I'm like, oh, that's adorable. Everybody has to see this.
That's a pillow. That's not a cat.
Dude, he makes such a good fucking pillow. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh my
Chunk
God!
cat.
I
Is
need
that?
to get a picture of this.
You're like, I need the cat to lose weight for the good of the cat, but he would be a less good pillow.
Oh no, he'll lose his gut, but he's still a big cat. Regardless if he loses weight, or not, he's a top cat. He's a big boy. There ain't nothing that can really be done about that. Ooh, and it's a new phone, so I actually get pictures now.
Cool. Well, yeah. So the story I was going to tell is just, I don't know, because I've been doing this for like everyone who's on the show always goes, "Oh, coming up with a story is the hardest thing." This is now like we're now halfway through the 3rd season of me doing this, and I have to come up with a story on all of them. So I'm running out of stories. But like this is just I think a kind of a story of just one time when I was just like really ill, but it was just like some of the worst management you've ever seen at work. This was just a reaction to it, which is why it's kind of a funny story. But it was like, so basically I had to do the early shift on New Year's Day at work one year.
Ugh.
Yeah, which means being at work for 6 in the morning on New Year's Day. And I was pretty ill New Year's Eve. But my friends were having a party and stuff, and I was like, I will come and I will leave at literally midnight. Like, I will be like, Happy New Year, I'm going, because I have to be up early and I'm not well. And then I got up at like 5 in the morning ready for my shift on New Year's Day, and I was so horrifically ill. But obviously you can't phone in sick on New Year's Day, because they'll be like, you're just hungover, get the fuck into work. Nobody will believe you're actually ill. So I went in, and yeah, I was in a really like bad state. And my boss was like, oh, I was going to get you to like stock count our frozen today, but obviously you're really ill, so I don't want you to spend all day in the freezer. And I was like, thank you, I appreciate that. And he's like, why didn't you just do the baking? And I was like, are you out of your mind? I was like, you want me to prepare people's food? And like, to give you some context of how I was, like, I had such a bad cold, I'm pretty sure on that, like, just during my shift at work, which was like 5 hours, like, more snot came out of me than I think for maybe the previous 20 years of my life. Like,
Oh no.
it was just like constant streaming. But yeah, and he was just like, yeah, no, you're going to do the baking today. And bear in mind, like, all our bakery food is frozen anyway, so although I wasn't counting the freezer, I was constantly going in and out, but just going cold, hot, because I was going from freezer to oven, freezer to oven. And yeah, and it was horrific. Like, in no way should I have been anywhere near anybody's food. And then for like once I'd finished doing the baking, like, I did the rest of my shift on till, and I think genuinely 1 out of 3 people for the whole like 2 hours I was on till said to me, why are you here, you should be at home. And I was like, yeah. And anyone I saw bringing like bakery food to the till, I was just like, don't buy that. I was like, I cooked that and look at me.
At least you give him a warning.
I was just like, seriously, you don't want it. Like, but yeah, I think it's just one of the examples of like the worst managing I've ever seen. Like, just put somebody else to get someone else to do it, right? It was horrific.
Managers need to like get their shit together. Some of them are just like trash.
Yeah, I mean, he was genuinely a bit of an arsehole, but I could tell stories about him that I won't tell on stream that would shock and horrify. But yeah, so that was just probably one of the worst days I've had at work. Certainly the most ill I've been at work.
I mean, hey, at least the pastries were frosted.
Like, hey, I got you this. It's glazed. It's a bread roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose technically speaking, like the hot food might not have been so bad because at least it's been like cooked to like a bacteria killing level, but even so, it was just, yeah.
Just common sense not to put this sick guy on food duty.
Yeah, that's it. It was pretty much just because it was only me and him who knew how to do the baking, and he didn't want to do it.
Well then, tough luck. I wouldn't have done it.
No.
In fact, I would have like tried to throw up on him just to prove that I can't do it. Like I go to lengths just to make sure I'm not liable for someone dying.
But yeah. So all that we've got left to do today then is if you want to go around the circle or something and just quickly tell people like where and when they can find you and what you're doing on streams at the moment, and I'll give you guys a shout out. And
Oh, I don't think Glenn's here.
I don't know if Glenn's here. Maybe he's vanished. Well, you can go first then.
Well, as the
Sorry
name
about that, I'm here.
implies- How dare you leave?
I actually bumped the mute button. I've been here.
But you can find me as the name entails, Serenity of the Moon. I try to stream on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We're currently doing Bloodstain. You can also find some stuff on TikTok and the same name, Twitter, Serenity_Twitch, but it's hard to find because stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a YouTube for VODs. So
Nice.
if you wanna come to a charity at the end of the year, come hit me up. We do Extra Life end of the year, every single year.
That's cool.
Smile.
I normally do a charity thing at the end of the year as well. I haven't organised anything for this year yet. I should get on that. There's a good reminder. What about you,
Well,
Glenn?
as y'all know, Glenn for the win. Pretty simple. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Typically at least. But yeah, that's really about it. That's all I got.
It's fair. He'll probably be playing an RPG of some sort. It may or may not have anime titties. Remember to go there and ask him what's in his ass. But yeah, by all means, please go and check out Serenity and Glenn. They are both wonderful, lovely people. That's why I've asked them to speak here. Because anybody I bring onto my show, I bring them here because I want you guys to know who they are, because they're great.
He holds us hostage. Help.
What's that?
He holds us hostage. Help.
Yeah. Yeah, the Discord thing is a ruse. They're all actually just in my back room, like, tied up.
Help.
I may look cute and fluffy, but I'm devilish mastermind.
He doesn't feel us.
I've played enough serial killer games. I have ideas.
Oh well.
Right then. But yeah, all that's left for me to do is to say thank you, Glenn and Serenity, for being here. I really appreciate you coming by and doing my show.
by and hanging out. It was nice.
No problem. It was a blast.
And thank you everyone in chat who's been here. It's always nice when people come and support the show because, like I say, doing this little chat show is kind of my little baby on Twitch. It's like the thing I really like doing because it's nice to be like, hey, here's my friends and I think they're great and you should think they're great too. And it just makes me happy. So it's always nice when people come by and check it out. Right, all that's left for us to do then is to find somebody to go raid, I think. Oh, and obviously for me to say, obviously I stream on Saturdays and Sundays. We normally play Pokemon with Tony on Saturdays, but obviously we did this instead today. And we've been playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth on Sundays. Hopefully people will come and hang out with me some more. Although that being said, for the next few weeks, I don't know what my streams will look like. There might be extra streams during the week. There might be next stream. There might be less streams. I honestly don't know. Because next week I'm not working, and I will be working on not being nocturnal. The week after I'm not in the country, so there won't be any streams during the week certainly. I'll see how the weekend goes. And then the weekend after that, I will probably be doing something. So the next 3 weeks, streams will be all over their place. There might be more streams, there might be less streams. So as I can't be more specific, but I will try and let you know what's happening as it's happening. But typically, I stream Saturdays and Sundays. But yeah, let's go. As I said, we've been doing a Pokemon Soul Lock, and I see somebody has just started a Pokemon Nuzlocke. So that seems like a good reason to go raid them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it who I think it is?
Probably.
Is it third?
Maybe.
But I just seen the head start. I'm like, ooh.
And you know, who doesn't like some Pokemon?
He's such a good guy.
He is. And if we raid him, he'll rap at me, and that's always fun.
True, very true. We doing the rapping.
So yeah, if anybody wants the socials and doesn't already have them, here they are. You can check out Twitter to get updated on what I'm up to, although I've been very bad at using it lately. You can check out past VODs on the YouTube, and if you want to chat in between streams, join the Discord. If you set your role as a sloth, you get to see what I do with my little area of the Discord. If you set your role for live notifications, you get to see when me and all the other cool streamers in the Nerdy Castle go live. We're going to go raid Nate, because he's playing Pokemon, and he's awesome. If you would like a raid message, here's the raid or sub-raid message, depending on whether or not you are subbed. But if you want to say your own version of hey, how are you? Or if you want to carry on lurking, that is perfectly fine and valid. You can enjoy media however you see fit. Yeah, and hopefully I will catch some of you tomorrow. But until then, all I've got left to say is thank you again to my lovely guests, and bye. And remember, spread the wholesome.
Take care.
Later.